Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Lander Valley Tiger fans, basketball is on the air from the Lander Invitational Tournament. What we have here today, we've got myself, Ernie Over, and Jerry Muchmore. And we are just about ready to go with the Lady Tigers against the Newcastle Lady Doggies. And the game that just finished, the Newcastle boys lost to Pinedale 69-48. So we've got the clock set at 10 minutes, and we're going to be getting ready to go. Now the Lander Lady Tigers, Jerry, they come into this game with two very good wins to start the season.
Yes, they were very impressive yesterday. We had the early game, the first game of the tournament, and they excelled very good, and they had a long break, and then they played again at 4:30. And did extremely well also. They're looking good. Fine start of the season.
Yeah, Coach Drew Powell has his team in good form to start the season. Their first game, they defeated the Pinedale Lady Wranglers 52-42. And then last night defeated the Thermopolis Lady Cats by a score of 58-45. And so the Newcastle Doggies come into this game. They are 0-2 in the contest so far. They lost their first game to the Powell Lady Panthers 69-20, and then they lost to the Pinedale Lady Wranglers 66-23. And of course, Newcastle, the lone team we have from the East 3A in this Lander Invitational Tournament. Other teams, as you have heard here, the Pinedale Wranglers and Lady Wranglers, the Powell Panthers and Lady Panthers, the Rollins Outlaws and Lady Outlaws, and the Thermopolis Bobcats and Thermopolis Lady Cats. So really good tournament here in Lander. And as if you were listening to the boys game last night, you heard Coach Stu Mullins say he really likes these two early season tournaments because Lander gets some home games. Otherwise, they would only have 5 games in the regular season here at home. But these tournaments give the Tigers an opportunity to have more home games so the fans can see them. We'll be right back with a little bit of information on tonight's game right after we take this time out on KFCW 93.1.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
This holiday season, give your loved ones the gift that matters most, your safety. Whether you're on the road, at home, or at work, take a moment to slow down, stay aware, and take care. From all of us at YDOT to you, happy holidays and stay safe.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Ernie Over and Jerry Muchmore back with you at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. The third game of the second day of the Lander Invitational basketball tournament, and we've got fans starting to come in now to see these Lander Valley Tigers. The Tigers have played extremely well, and one thing that Coach Drew Powell has been very proud of, Jerry, and we talked about it with him last night, was the fact that he's had balanced scoring and all the players have been contributing. We haven't had a drop-off.
No, not at all. The two new additions have stepped right in, and they haven't lost a beat. Coach Powell has been here for, this will be his third season, and he did make the playoffs last year. Unfortunately, he went 0-2, and I think he's improved this squad quite a bit. I think they're going to make a little run to the playoffs here.
Yeah, and before he was the girls' coach, he was the assistant for Stu Mullins on the boys' team. So he's been in Lander a number of years and knows this community very well. And, of course, these girls are really buying into what he is coaching.
Absolutely. They're fast-paced up and down the court. He brings subs in to give them a breather also.
Well, the interesting thing, Lander only has 3 seniors on this year's team. They had 2 seniors last year. So the key to the success of the Lady Tigers has been developing players. And so, you know, with 3 seniors, that means there'll be a lot of players coming up behind for next year. And that's what you want to develop a program, continual infusion of good talent.
And he has done that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, an interesting thing today, Jerry, and this is the first time we've seen this in Wyoming high school basketball. They're going to run the shot clock today in all the games. So it'll be a 35-second shot clock. So we won't be seeing any team try to stall. We haven't seen that yet, but 35-second shot clock. So it'll be really interesting to see how this goes today.
Yes.
Well, we will be right back with more after we take this time out on 93.1 KFCW.
At Central Wyoming College, offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Ernie Over and Jerry Muchmore back with you on KFCW 93.9 and on YO Today YouTube channel. The Lander Lady Tigers coming in 2-0 will face the Newcastle Lady Dogies. They come into this contest at 0-2. The Lander starters today, we will have 2 juniors and 3 seniors. Daisy Goklish, a junior, Brianna Lincoln, a senior, Paisley Hollingshead, a junior, Hayden Goggles, a senior, and Dagan Reinhardt, a senior. And last night, it was interesting to see how well Brianna Lincoln did. She was a returning player from last year. She scored 9 points in the first game the Tigers had, and she had 7 points in the Tigers' first game. But she's an important cog to keep the Tigers on track.
Absolutely. She stepped up on some free throws in the middle of the game also. Looks like they're getting set here in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're about ready to go. I just gave you the starting lineup for the Lander Tigers: a junior, Daisy Goklish, and a senior, Brianna Lincoln, a junior, Paisley Hollingshead, a senior, Hayden Goggles, and a senior, Dagan Reinhardt. And we're waiting to see who the Newcastle Doggies are going to have in their starting lineup. They have 3 seniors on their squad. They have 2 juniors, and they have 3 sophomores and 1 freshman. So it's a young team for the Newcastle Doggies, and we'll catch their starting lineup as soon as they're announced to the crowd here. No, decent crowd for a Saturday morning. A lot of Lander folks are here. I think we got a few Newcastle parents here too as well. Not that many folks. Of course, we will also have the national anthem to begin the contest here in just a few minutes. And Michael Noseep down on the public address system is making the good sportsmanship announcement. And we've had good sportsmanship in this game so far, in this tournament, I should say.
Yes, even last night with the Lander Tigers and the Thermopolis teams. After the handshake, they stayed around and chatted each other up and gave each other hugs. And it's been very cordial and polite.
And the starting lineups are being announced. We'll give them to you here in just a second for the Newcastle Doggies. And they are going to be a senior, Brooklyn Benschut, a junior, Kendall Von Eye, the daughter of the coach, a sophomore, Emery Tarji, a junior, Josie Smith, and a senior, Sydney Pedersen. And for the Lander Tigers, we've already given you those starters. Junior, Daisy Goklish, a senior, Brianna Lincoln, a junior, Paisley Hollingshead, a senior, Hayden Goggles, and a senior, Dagan Reinhardt. So the Tigers getting ready to go. You know, a nice thing, the boys team came out and formed the tunnel for the girls when they were announced to the crowd here.
Good support from the men's team.
Yeah, all right. We are about ready to go with the start. We'll have Paisley Hollingshead jumping up, and she will be going against Josie Smith, a junior and a junior in the center jump circle on the Tiger logo here this morning at Lander Valley High School's Bob Carey Fieldhouse. And Paisley gets the tip, and it goes over to Goggles, to Lincoln. Lincoln on the right-hand wing lobs a 3-ball, not good. Paisley Hollingshead gets the rebound back to Lincoln. Hollingshead now on the right side on top of the key to Goklish. Goklish drives into the lane, kicks it out to the side. Goggles for 3. Hayden Goggles gets the 3-ball, and that's where we start this game. Lander on a fast start, 3-0 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard.
And Lander keeps going with the full court press, 2-1-2, and challenge the ball, and there's a steal in the corner. Lander's driving to the hoop.
And there is a turnover, first of the game. Tigers, that's pressing defense that we've seen in this tournament so far. We have on top of the key right now, Hayden Goggles. No, I'm sorry, that's Dagan Reinhardt. Underneath to Goklish, off the glass. No, not good. Rebound under the basket by Lincoln. Her shot's too high, not good. And Newcastle rebounds, but steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it'll be Tiger ball right underneath the basket.
Tigers were doing a fairly good job of trying to get underneath that basket and box out. But I think Newcastle had the advantage on that drive. We'll see. Tigers to take it out. Hayden Goggles. Underneath it goes to Hollingshead. Her shot is up off, not good, but she gets her own rebound. kicks it outside to Goklish. Goklish now in the paint, steps out in the corner. There's a shot by Goggles for three. It just misses. Rebounded by Goklish, and she's fouled as she goes up for the shot.
Yeah, that was a nice offensive rebound. She got it and went straight back up and got fouled, so she'll be shooting 2.
Okay, and the foul was on 34. Smith, 24. That's the first team foul against Newcastle. And Goklish at the free throw line for Lander. And it is good. And it goes 4-0. Goklish will have one more at the free throw line. She has a unique way to get ready for her free throws. That one's a little short, hit the front of the rim. Rebounded by Josie Smith. They come down court with Emery Targi. Targi with the ball. Back over to Smith in the lane. Whistle, and we have an offensive foul called on the Dogies. Let's see, it's on 24. And that'll be Josie Smith, and that'll be her second personal in a row. And the second team foul. And so that will be a turnover. And the Lander Valley Tigers, with 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go first period, have the ball. Goklish on the left wing. She is wearing a headband today. She loses the basketball on the far side. First turnover for the Lady Tigers. Here come the Dogies, dressed in black with orange. There's a long shot for three that goes up by Benschutz. And that makes it a 4-3 game now.
Yeah, the Lady Doggies with their black uniforms with the orange stripes going from left to right. And the Lander ladies are going left to right and with their whites.
All right, here's Goggles underneath, given, nice shot, up and in. Goggles with 5 points in the game, and Lander now up 6-3. They've doubled up Newcastle. 5.5 minutes to go, first period. There's a long jumper from outside that's off, not good. That was by Sydney Pedersen. Lander gets the rebound. Goklish brings it down quickly all the way, kicks it in the corner. There's a shot for three that goes in by Brianna Lincoln. So she gets a three ball, and it's 9-3 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Long pass down court. There's Benschutz. Benschutz in the paint. Has the ball knocked away. Turnover. And Lander quickly on the goal. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Tigers as it bounced off of one of the Newcastle players. Well, that could have been a good fast break, but Hollingshead was framed by two Newcastle players. Unfortunately, the ball hit off one of those, so Lander retains possession. Tigers have it underneath, and it goes off of Newcastle again and out of bounds.
Yes, they'll be inbounding the ball underneath the basket. They're set up in the square four right on the key.
And coming out and doing that is Hayden Goggles in, under the basket, and down goes the Tigers, but a steal. Right. Shots up, off, not good. Rebound is good. Dagan Reinhardt gets that one, and it goes 11-3 on our scoreboard. The Lander Tigers with the lead. Full court pressure, still in the backcourt. Corner, whistle, and a foul. Too much reaching in on that, and Lander commits the foul.
On that last series there, Dagan was under the basket, got knocked down, and got right back up and was able to corral an offensive rebound and go right up for the basket.
4:33 to go. First foul on Lander in the game. On the far side now, we have Pedersen. Pedersen stops. There's a shot from about 7, not good. Rebounded by Reinhardt for Lander. Quickly off to Lincoln. Lincoln all the way down and throws it away in the corner. She was hoping somebody would be there, but there wasn't anybody there yet.
No, unfortunately, it was a set play, and the person that's supposed to get to the corner didn't make it in time.
Okay, so Lander putting on full court pressure as Newcastle tries to bring the ball in the backcourt. 4:16 to go. There's a pass down near half court. Ball's knocked away. Steal by Lander. With it, Goklish. Her shot is short, not good. And it's going to be rebounded and out of bounds, and it'll be off Newcastle. So Lander will have the ball in their own forecourt. And a whistle and a timeout called by Newcastle. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on KFCW 93.1.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Ernie Over and Jerry, much more with you on KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube. 4 minutes, 6 seconds to go. First period, Lander invite. The Lady Tigers leading the Newcastle Lady Dogies 11-3. Lander will have the ball on the far side forecourt into Goklish. Goklish across the Tiger logo. Bounce pass over to Hollingshead. Now back under to Lincoln. Lincoln is fouled on the floor as she goes to the basket. No shot. And the personal foul against Brooklyn Benshoot. That's her first. And that's the third team foul against Newcastle. Hayden Goggles to take it out underneath the Newcastle basket. There's the inbounds pass to Reinhardt, to Lincoln, to Goklish. Near side, underneath the basket now, back to Hayden Goggles. Her shot's not good. Rebound by Goklish is not good. And the Tigers get another rebound. There is Hollingshead. Tigers had 3 shots at the basket. Couldn't get it that time. Now Pedersen gets it over to Benshoot in the forecourt for Newcastle. Back to Pedersen. Pedersen on the left-hand wing. Over on the near side to Allen. Allen back over to Pedersen. Now Pedersen, player control foul. And that will be a turnover, and we give the ball to Lander. And boy, this is Kayla Pedersen gets that personal foul, and that is the 4th foul. One more, and Lander will be at the free throw line. 3:23 to go here in the first period of play. Tigers bring in a couple of new players. We have Engelman coming in, and we'll see. We'll catch it here. Oh, Engelman and Maddie Arnich coming in for the Tigers. Here on top of the key, it's Goklish. Goklish stops at the free throw line. Tipped, picked up by Oldman. Oldman, there's a shot from the side. That wasn't very. She wasn't
a little
set.
bit of a jump hook, but she wasn't square to the basket at all.
Here's Pedersen with a long shot for 3. Off, no good. Rebound Newcastle. Put back is good. And that is Kayla Pedersen. And she gets 2 points. And the score now goes to, let's get the scoreboard back up here. Come on, there it goes to 11-5. And Goklish responds with a 2-pointer. So the Tigers 13-5, 18-point lead now. Tigers knock the ball away. Turnover, 5th by Newcastle. Lander has it on the far side outside. Here's Engelman. Over to Arnich on top of the key. Shot for 3 is not good. Engelman out to Arnich. Underneath it goes to Hollingshead. In the corner, drive the baseline, layup, good. And that's Engelman. Lysel Engelman, go ahead.
She took a strong baseline move, and it actually started underneath the basket, went up and did a nice spin move off the backboard.
That's right. Well, the Tigers knocked the ball out on the inbounds play. Minute 56 to go here, first period. Lander 15-5, 10-point lead. Here's Pedersen down to Benshoot. Benshoot hands it off to Kayla Pedersen. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Newcastle. 22 seconds on the shot clock. We're using the shot clock today, Jerry. First time we've had the shot clock in use. It goes into effect for all games next year, but we're trying it out here in this tournament.
Yeah, it hasn't been a factor yet. No one's worked it down to the last shot.
Kayla Pedersen underneath. There's a shot up and in by Sydney Pedersen. And she gets 2, and it's 15-7. Lander comes down with a minute half to go. There's a scoop shot that's going to go in by Daisy Goklish. What a drive that was, Jerry.
It was very smooth. She had a nice spin on the ball, hit the square on the backboard, and now she's shooting the free throw for a 3-point play.
Personal foul against Kendall Von Nuys, and that is the 5th foul, so Lander will have the bonus the rest of the way. Goklish to shoot the bonus here, and she gets it.
Nice form and nothing but net.
She's 2 for 3 in the free throw department today. Lander goes up by 11, 18-7. Down court we go. The Dogies, there's a long pass down, and we've got an over the back on Arnich trying to defend, and that'll be the first foul on Arnich and the second team foul on Lander. So Newcastle will have the ball out. Sydney Peterson, their center, will take the ball out. Coming back in for the Tigers is Goggles and Lincoln. Here's Pedersen's shot into the corner. She traveled. They didn't call it. Kendall Von Nuys with the ball. Now over to Ben Shoot, who hits for 3. That is her second tray of the game, and it goes 18-10. Tigers have it. Arnich, there's a long 3, and the Tigers don't answer on that time, but Lander gets the rebound. With it is Goggles. Goggles over to Arnich. In the lane, the ball gets away. Turnover Tigers. Fast break. Shots up off the glass. Not good, but Zayden Allen of Newcastle draws the foul. That'll be the third team foul against Lander for the first quarter. And it goes against Alicia Oldman. Her first personal. So at the free throw line here is Caden Allen. Shot's good. First free throw for the Dogies.
After a rough start, the Lady Dogies have settled down and got back in this game. They're only down by 7.
And now they get the second one, so it's a 6-point Lander lead. Tigers come down. Ball bounces off of Goggles, falling down on the play, but getting it back over to Lander. Underneath, there's a quick shooter from 5 that goes in. And Alicia Oldman, the freshman on the team for Lander, gets the basket. And what do we have here? Foul on the inbounds.
Lady Tiger foul, number 5, Brianna Lincoln.
Yeah, it looked like Brianna Lincoln just got a little too close and pushed off with their hand.
4th team foul with 31 seconds to go here in the first period. Lander leading 20-12. Little 8-point lead. Here's Newcastle trying to get the ball across the timeline. They do. It's knocked out of bounds by Edelman. 23 seconds to go here. First period of play. Newcastle to take it out in front of the Lander bench. It's Pedersen, Sydney Pedersen. And it goes into Tarji. Tarji drives the baseline and is fouled. So that'll be the 5th foul on Lander.
That was Alicia just reaching in.
Yeah, Old-Man gets that foul. So that puts Tergiti at the free throw line. 17 seconds to go. Shot's good. She'll get a second. Taraji, I think is the way you pronounce that name. Taraji. I apologize to her if I misspelled or mispronounced that. And she hits both of them. So good free throw shooting there. 20-14, 6-point lead. And a foul, a pushing foul, is going to be charged against Zayden Allen. And Lander will go to the free throw line with just 12 seconds left, Jerry.
First personal bonus shooting for the Tigers. 32, Hayden Goggles.
Hayden Goggles to the free throw line. She has 5 points for Lander. Shots in the air, and it rolls in. Well, that one took its time before gravity took a hold.
Bouncing around the rim there a little bit.
Yeah, 21-14 now, going for another free throw. Charity stripe is up. Oh, she hits the right side this time. Rebounded. Goggles gets it right back. Ball's knocked in the air. Picked up by the Tigers with 6 seconds to go. And here's a long shot by Alicia. Oldman, not good. Tip is up, not good. And that's the end of the first period of play. And Lander has 21 points. And the Newcastle Doggies have 14. And we'll be right back on KFCW 93.1.
Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car.
Okay, we have a 21-14 lead. Lander by 7 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Newcastle will start the second 8 minutes of play with the basketball. They're moving from right to left here on the floor, Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. And there's a nice three ball by Sydney Patterson. Gets that ball up, and she hits her first tray. Come on, scoreboard. And Brianna Lincoln answers just like that with a three ball of her own. And it goes 24-17. Brianna Lincoln gets the three. Now down court, ball's knocked out of bounds off Newcastle. Their sixth turnover, and the Tigers will have it in the forecourt on the far side. Here's the inbounds pass to Goklish. Across the timeline, moves to the right-hand wing. Oh, she almost trips. And over to Lincoln. Lincoln now for three. It's good.
That's 2 in a row for her.
And that is her third three of the game, Jerry. She's really hitting from outside. Now here comes Newcastle losing the ball. And a steal by the Tigers. Brianna Lincoln gets the basketball. Stops outside, shoots. She wasn't set, but Lander gets the rebound, and the shot goes in. And that was by, was that Brianna who got that?
I believe so.
All right. So her first non-three there is on the other side. Fast break. Shot goes up and in by Zayden Allen, and it is now 29. There's a three ball by the Tigers.
Brianna is feeling it tonight.
She is on fire. Lincoln, that is her fourth three in the game. And quickly, Newcastle calls timeout. 6.5 minutes to go here, first period. You're listening to KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube.
Someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
For a place, a people, an idea.
Okay, my apologies to the United States Marines, who will catch the rest of that spot as the timeout ends. 32-19. Boy, what a flurry. You know, we talked about Brianna Lincoln in the pregame show, Jerry, and she has hit 4 trays.
She is definitely on it so far this afternoon, and it shows her senior leadership for sure.
And you were mentioning that Newcastle has a tendency to bring the ball down on the sideline, which is allowing the Tigers to get in there and trap them. This time they foul. Lander commits the foul. Is that Brianna that gets the foul? Let's see. No, it is Alicia Oldman.
And they called it on Hollingshead.
Oh, they did on 23. Hollingshead, her second personal, first team foul. Now here comes a shot by Pedersen. It's up, off, not good. Rebounded by Lincoln. Lincoln all the way down to Hollingshead to Goklish for 2.
Nice quick passes, no dribble, and she was wide open underneath the basket.
Yeah, that was a great pass that time. 34-19. 5:59 to go here until halftime. Tigers with the lead. Newcastle brings the ball down the court. There's Von Eye, and she bounces it off her knee and out of bounds. No, they say it was,
Yes.
They give it to Lander.
Yeah, tough defense by Dagan and made the ball handler dribble off her knee, so it went out of bounds, so it was Lander ball.
So Reinhardt takes it out for the Tigers. Down court, over to Hollingshead, now to Hayden for 2. She now has 8 points in the game. Lander starting to pull away a little bit now, 36-19. Newcastle having trouble bringing the ball down. They finally do avoid the trap. Here's Pedersen, Sydney Pedersen with the ball. She's looking for a little bit of help in the corner to Von Eye. Von Eye can't move the ball away. It's knocked away, picked up by Benschut. Benschut drives toward the baseline, and there's a foul on Lander. Little reach in. And Newcastle will have the ball. 23. That is on Paisley Hollingshead. That is her third personal foul and the second team foul. Newcastle is not fouled yet, so the Dogies, Lady Dogies, will have it out. Sydney Pedersen, and the ball's knocked out of bounds right away by Oldman. Oh, no, by Dagan Reinhardt. Newcastle, the ball in the corner, the far side, looking for help. Here's a long pass inside. The ball's knocked away, picked up by the Tigers. We'll have a held ball. As Goklish got right in there, and it'll be Newcastle's ball on the alternating possession. 5:06 to go, second period of play. No, it'll be Lander's ball. I beg your pardon. One official pointed the other way, but it is Lander's ball. 5:03 to go, 36-19 Lander. Goggles on top of the key, near side to Lincoln. Lincoln, I think she earns the honor for the longest ponytail in the contest.
There are several Lady Tigers sporting the ponytail.
Taraji gets the foul, the first of the second quarter. Goggles to take it out for Lander. 4:52 to go, first half, 36-19 Lander. Here's Goklish on top of the key, dribbles behind her back into the corner. Goggles underneath on the give and go. Nice by Arnich. Gets her first 2 points of the game, and it's 38-19. And there's a ball that was knocked out of bounds by Reinhardt. And the Pedersen will come to take the ball out for the Newcastle Dogies. Newcastle up in the northeast corner of Wyoming, close to Devil's Tower. Got a pretty good oil refinery up there, and of course that's kind of the gateway into the Black Hills of South Dakota. There's a turnover by Newcastle, bounced the ball out of bounds. 4:27 to go here first half. Lander has it. Moving left to right on the floor here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. The Lander Invitational. Down court. Ooh, that could have been a travel. Here's a long shot up, off, not good by Reinhardt. Rebound comes to Goklish off the glass, and it rolls off, not good. And Lander gets the rebound, but we have a push by Lander underneath the basket. So Newcastle will have the ball. And it's Goklish who gets the personal foul. That's her first and the third team foul. 4:10 to go, almost halfway through the second period of play. Goklich with the steal under the basket for two.
She anticipated the inbound pass, and it was an easy basket for her.
Well, and that time Newcastle didn't do a good job. They telegraphed exactly what they were going to do. Okay, down court, Zayden Allen gets it over to Pedersen across the timeline into the right wing, and a travel. That is the 9th turnover by the Lady Dogies. Tigers have 3. 3:48 to go, first half, 40-19. Lander with the lead. Tigers come down. There's Arnice. All alone for Reinhardt for two. Boy, they missed the defensive play that time. There was no one within 10 feet of Reinhardt. She lays it up, and there's a foul going to the basket on Lander against Pedersen. And the foul is going to be whistled on. 13, Arnice. Maddie's second personal foul, and that is the 4th team foul against 1. It'll be a shooting foul, and the shot goes up and off by Zayden Allen, her first miss. She'll get another one. Arnice comes out of the game for Lander. And Oldman comes in. Also out is Reinhardt. Next shot is up and good. So it goes 42-20. And we're down to 3.5 minutes to go here. First half of play. Tigers with the ball on the far side. Underneath, out of bounds, and knocked out by Newcastle. Lander will retain possession.
Maddie flashed into the paint and was wide open, but the pass was a little bit late.
Yeah, Lander's been running that play. This is the 3rd time they've run that play. Here's the 4th time, and 2 points. Maddie Arnice gets the 2 points. Lander goes up now by 24-42, or 44-20. And another turnover, that's number 10 for Newcastle.
Basically flustered with the tough D and threw it out of bounds.
Okay, inbounds to Goggles, from Goggles to Lincoln. 3 minutes to go, first half. Lincoln brings it all the way down, stops just outside the arc on the near side to Engelman. Inside to Arnice. Arnice throws one up and is fouled. Personal goes against Kayla Pedersen. That's her second team foul. And it's a shooting foul. So Arnice at the free throw line for the Tigers. Her first free throw attempt is not good. Hit the top of the backboard.
It was a high bounce off the rim.
Yeah, high bounce.
Almost hit the shot clock that we're utilizing here for this whole day tournament.
Next shot up by Maddie is good. So it's now 45-20, 25-point lead by the Lady Tigers. Newcastle brings the ball down court all alone, then they throw it away. Well, they were trying to hit Josie Smith underneath the basket, and she was open, but the pass, Jerry, was way too hard.
But the Lady Doggies did a nice job of breaking the press by going towards the middle where it's a little bit more room and they don't get trapped on the sideline.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Here's Goggles, throws one up, and it goes in. No, I'm sorry, that was Alicia Oldman who did that one, and it's 47-20. And we have a...
Maddie almost stole the ball. She broke in and knocked the pass away, so it is back to the Lady Doggies ball. 2.5
minutes to go first half. Lady Doggies in the backcourt. There's the inbounds pass to Fitzwater. Fitzwater stops, almost did an over in the back off to Zayden Allen. Allen in the corner to Benshoot. Ball's knocked away, picked up. We'll have a foul on Lander?
I'm not sure. It looked like a tied-up ball.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a held ball, but they called the foul on... no, it was on Benshoot. So her second personal foul and the third team foul by Newcastle. So with 2:16 to go until halftime, Lander 47-20. Goggles brings it down in the corner. Lincoln's shot is up. She gets her own rebound, puts the putback up. Not good. Rebound out of bounds, and it will go to Newcastle.
Newcastle basketball.
That was an excellent play by Lincoln because she followed her shot and got her own rebound.
That's
it's a lost
right.
art that I've seen lately in the high school.
You know, you
ranks.
don't usually get your own rebound on a shot, but Lincoln did that time. Again, they try the outside. Now go back to the middle. Here's Allen, brings it across the timeline. In the corner, Sydney Pedersen for three. That's her second three of the game, and it's 47-23. Down court, there's a ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lander. Arnich tried to do a hook shot there, and it got knocked right out of bounds. A couple of players coming in for Lander now. Daisy Goklish comes in, and we have Reinhardt is back in the game for Lander. Here's the inbounds to Reinhardt in the paint. She stops, turns, shoots. It's too short.
A little bit of a baby hook that didn't quite make the rim.
Didn't quite make the rim. Newcastle responding quickly down the court. Here's Benchute. Over to Pedersen. Pedersen on the right-hand wing. She just hit a three. Now she gets the ball back again inside the arc. That's going to be an air ball. Picked out of the air by Edelman for Lander. 1:15 to go, first half of play. Down to Reinhardt. Under to Goklish off the glass and two more. 49-23. Lander on our WildToday.com scoreboard. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Lander. It'll stay with Newcastle. Taking it out is Kendall Von Eye. She's the daughter of the coach. Okay, here we go. Inbounds, under a minute to go now. There's Allen, drives all the way, and one. Allen gets the nice shot off the glass and picks up the foul on the way to the basket. And it goes again, foul on Arnich is her third personal foul. That's the fifth team foul against Lander.
Number 13, Maddie Arnich, third personal.
Yeah, Maddie, instead of just going straight up and trying to keep the offensive player off, she actually slapped in and got the foul.
And the old-fashioned three-point play goes up to 50-25. Shots up, not good. Rebound, good. Dagan Reinhardt gets that one. And Lander goes up now 51-52-25. Still in the backcourt. Newcastle having trouble. There's Allen. 10 seconds, turnover. Nice defense, Jerry.
Yes, absolutely. It was just one-on-one pressure. No one came back to help out the ball handler and get it across midcourt.
So Bandy Arnich to take the ball out for the Tigers, and she goes into Goklish. Goklish at the free throw line in the paint, falls down. And then the ball goes on the ground. I think we'll have a held ball. Yep. Well, that was Daisy fell down on the play, and she got back up and tied up the Newcastle player. And it will be Newcastle's ball on the alternating possession. 20 seconds to go here. First half of play. Lander 51-26. Here's Allen, brings it down on the left-hand wing across the court to Benchute. Her three is no good. Rebound by Goklish. Goklish down off to Goggles. Goggles, and there's a turnover, and we've got 4 seconds left, and a foul on Newcastle under the basket. And it goes against Cindy Pedersen.
Number 33, Sydney Peterson.
And so Lander will have 2 shots here.
No, it's an inbounds underneath the basket, and they have 4 seconds left.
Oh, that's the fourth foul. I beg your pardon. Here's Goklish. She falls down, takes the shot, no good. And that's the end of the first half of play. 26 for the Newcastle Doggies. 51 for the Lander Valley Tigers. I better change the scoreboard here. 52-26. I added one for Lander instead of for Newcastle. There we go.
You caught that, and the scoreboard is now correct. No worries, Mr. Ernie.
Okay, 51-26. It is halftime on KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube. We'll be right back.
For liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Okay, back again in Lander at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Ernie Over and Jerry Muchmore on KFCW 93.1. Our halftime score, Lander Valley has 51, and the Lady Dogies from Newcastle 26. Jerry, what'd you see in the first half?
Well, without a doubt, it was the defensive pressure on the full court press that the Lady Tigers played and just frustrated the Newcastle Lady Doggies. They just got flustered and were throwing bad passes out of bounds. Their biggest thing was they were dribbling towards the sideline, and it was easy to set up a trap, and that just flushed them. And eventually the coach got them going down the middle, which seemed to get it a little bit easier for them to get back in the game a little bit.
Looking at scoring, no one in double figures for Newcastle, but they had 2 players who got close. Zayden Allen had 4 for 5 free throws and 2 field goals for 8 points. Sydney Pedersen had 2 trays for 6 and a field goal for 8. Brooklyn Benschut had 2 trays for 6 points. And then 2 points each, Emery Taraji and Kayla Pedersen with 2 points. Lander led at the end of the first period, 21-14, and they outscored the Lady Dogies by 30-12 in that second period. And that's where we are at halftime, 51-26. For the Lander Lady Tigers, a bunch of players in double figures, led by Brianna Lincoln. Brianna had 4 trays in the first half of play and 1 field goal, total of 14 points. Daisy Goklish had 6 field goals, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, so she had 12 points. Coming in with 8 was Hayden Goggles. She had 1 tray and 2 field goals for 8 points. 6 points by Dagan Reinhardt, all on field goals. And then Alicia Oldman had 2 field goals for 4 points. Maddie Arnich had 2 field goals, 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 5 points. And Lysel Edelman had 1 field goal for 2 points. But the Lady Tigers putting in 30 points in that second period really got the job done.
Absolutely. I like Coach Drew's style of rotating his players in and out so everybody's getting some playing time in this invitational.
And we'll be back with more of our halftime show on KFCW 93.1.
Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deka Gai He restaurant. Deka Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com. And remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
One drink, one choice. That's all it takes to change a life forever. A DUI can cost you thousands, your license, or someone's future. This holiday season, choose a safe ride. This is Cody Beers with YDOT. Don't drink and drive.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Lander men's only played the 1 game.
That's right. Lander will play their second game coming up right after this as they entertain the boys from Newcastle. And the boys are out doing a little bit of shot practice as the girls come back out on the floor. And looks like Lander's going to do their first 5 again. Daisy Goklish, Brianna Lincoln, Paisley Hollingshead, Hayden Goggles, and Dagan Reinhardt. And for the Dogies, we've got Brooklyn Benchute, Kendall Vonai, Emery Taraji, Josie Smith, and Sydney Pedersen. And this game, the Lander Tigers have controlled, the Lady Tigers controlled pretty much. But as we've seen, when you get a big lead, sometimes the Tigers ease up a little bit. We'll see if they can keep the pressure on Newcastle.
And Coach Drew is playing some of his younger players to get some experience. They'll be ready for the season.
Well, that's the reason you do these early tournaments, so everyone can get his chance to play, so you can see exactly what you've got on your team. So Lander will have the ball to start the second half of play as we go. Tigers leading 51-36. Here on KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube. Thank you for joining us for this morning's game. So Lander takes it in. It will be Hayden Goggles to bring the ball in to Reinhardt. Back over to Arnich. And the ball gets away. Turnover Lander. That's only their fourth turnover of the game. Newcastle has 12 giveaways. Kendall Vonai with the ball on the near side to Benchute underneath the basket. Ball gets away. It's a turnover. And that'll be turnover number 13. Newcastle had the right idea there, but their player was just too deep and stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Definitely getting a little bit of confidence. I think the coach came up with a good game plan to start this second half.
Here comes Goklish. Goklish over to Lincoln. Lincoln far side outside Goggles. Goggles on top to Hollingshead. Now back to Goklish at the baseline. Back behind her back shot. She's fouled. Well, that was an under and over. And Newcastle committed the foul on the over. And it goes against 24, Josie Smith, and that's her third personal foul and the first team foul here in the second half. And Daisy at the free throw line for Lander. She has a unique way to warm up for those free throw shots. She dribbles it like 4 times,
and then
grabs
backspin.
Does the backspin, dribbles it one more time, and shoots. She missed the first. Let's see what she does here on the second.
Well.
And that one's no good either. Hits the front of the rim. And Newcastle, we have a held ball, and it'll go to the Dogies. So 7:10 to go, 51-26. Score stays the same. Sydney Pedersen to take the ball out in the backcourt. Lander full court pressure. There's the inbounds pass. Goes to Kayla Pedersen. And we have a foul on Newcastle. No, it's on Goklish. I beg your pardon. That's her second. That is the first team foul, her second personal. Tight defense there, and she got a little bit too tight. Now Lincoln escapes getting a foul, and her player escapes down court. Here's Pedersen in the middle of the lane, throws it away. Turnover, 14th turnover. Goggles brings it into the forecourt, stops on top of the key, goes to the left-hand side to Hollingshead. Over to Lincoln for three. It's good.
Well, she hasn't cooled down for the first half. That was her first shot and an easy three.
Yeah, she hit 4 of them in the first half, 54-26. Whistle, timeout called by head coach Mike Pedersen of the Newcastle Doggies, and we'll take this timeout on KFCW 93.1.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Ernie Over, Jerry Muchmore back with you on KFCW 93.1. Lander 54, Newcastle Lady Doggies 26. 6.5 minutes to go here in the third period of play. And the Newcastle coach called timeout that time. He wants to settle his team down, Jerry.
He did. He had his clipboard out and was a little bit agitated, but I think he got his message across. We'll see on the inbound play.
Sydney Pedersen has the ball knocked away, stolen by Lander. Pass underneath to Lincoln. Lincoln underneath the Goggles for two. Or to Goklish, I'm sorry, for two. Well, that was a comedy of errors as the ball was on the floor. Another steal by the Lander Valley Lady Tigers and a turnover, 15th turnover, and a foul by Newcastle. And foul goes against Brooklyn Benchute. That's her third and the second team foul.
Well, Brianna Lincoln was falling to the ground and had the foresight to push the ball forward to her teammate for an easy basket.
Yeah, we had more action on the floor that time, literally on the floor, than standing up. Here's Hollingshead over on the near side, Reinhardt to Lincoln. Lincoln just outside the arc, back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt over on the near side now. Long cross-court pass, almost out of bounds, saved by Lincoln. Lincoln on the right-hand wing. Underneath the basket, all alone, Goggles for two.
They're just doing an easy pick, and they're just going in back door for an easy basket.
And an out of bounds, and it'll go off Lander, off Goggles. So the Tiger defense is just not letting up. Newcastle has very little opportunity to get the ball down the court, Jerry.
Yes, they're doing a full court press again and harassing the inbounder at the same time.
Here's Von Allen.
They're going to end up with a 10-second call.
And they finally get it in. Down court, under the basket. Pedersen shot, no, and she draws the foul. Kayla Pedersen. And the personal is going to go against Reinhardt, I think.
Yep. Dagan.
Yeah, it goes against Dagan, and that is her first personal foul. And that's the second team foul against Lander.
She had good position at first and her hand straight up, but unfortunately she swung in and caught her wrist.
5.5 minutes to go here, third period, 58-26. It'll be a shooting foul as Kayla Pedersen goes to the line. She has 2 points in the game and stays that way. She misses the free throw. And they found something on the floor, and Benchute brings it over to one of the assistant coaches there. Second shot is no good, rebounded by the Tigers. Nice job of boxing out. Reinhardt got the carom. Down court, Lincoln on the right-hand wing. Moves it further right. Goggles for three. It's in and out. tip is right there by Goklich.
Daisy was just underneath the basket. No one boxed her out, so she was able to corral the rebound and make an easy basket.
60-26, 5:03 to go. There's a bad pass picked up by the Tigers. Turnover Newcastle all the way down. Oh, Goggles off the glass.
Goggles looked good using her left hand and just hit the square on the backboard and it went right in.
12 points now, and there is a attempted steal, and it didn't work out. The ball bounced off of Goklich and out of bounds, so Pedersen will try to inbound it again. Sydney Pedersen. There's two Pedersens out on the floor. They're the daughters of the head coach, and there's a steal by the Lander Tigers on the inbounds pass.
2 on 1.
Yeah, another 3 by Lincoln. Holy smokes-a-roo. 6 threes by Lincoln. 65-26, 4.5 minutes to go here. Third period of play. Into Ben Shoot. Ben Shoot back to Sydney Pedersen. Pedersen's double-teamed, trying to get it away.
Once again, got trapped on the sideline.
And she does to Ben Shoot, and Ben Shoot's foul. No, what was that? I missed that. Was that a foul? It must have been a turnover. Yeah, it must have been a turnover because there's no foul. That is the 18th turnover. Tigers will have the ball in the forecourt. Must have been a 10-second call.
Yes, they got trapped on the sideline again instead of going through the middle and trying to beat the full court press.
Goggles into Goklich. 4:15 to go, third period, 65-26. Lander with the lead. There's the inbounds. Now Goggles for 3 from the corner is too long, and it's rebounded by the Dogies. They'll bring it down court. Sydney Pedersen. And a long pass down court, knocked out of bounds by Newcastle. Another turnover. 19 turnovers, and coming back into the game now, Sydney Arnich and Edelman for Lander, and getting a little bit of a rest is Lincoln and Reinhardt. And also coming off is Goggles. Who else came in there? I'll see here in a minute. Oh, Hollingshead came back in for the Tigers. So here's Edelman. Edelman throws it over on top of the key to Arnich underneath. Edelman for 2. Oh, it rolls right off. That was a good play by the Lander Tigers. And they commit the foul on the rebound. And coming up with that personal foul is Edelman. And that's her first. That's the third team foul.
It looks like they're doing a full court press once again, man-to-man.
They haven't let up all game long. And there's a fall down. Oh, the official in the backcourt calls the foul.
He was the farthest official away from the call.
He was the furthest away. Old man gets the personal foul. That's her third.
Alicia wasn't even moving. She was just standing still with her hand straight up, and the lady doggy crashed into her, but they called the foul on her.
Yeah, well, here we go. Ben Shoot loses the basketball out of bounds, and she'll stay. She had an open lane for a second there, Jerry.
Yeah, but once again, the Lady Tigers defense is just stifling. They just close it in a heartbeat.
3:39 to go. Third period of play. Lander 65-26. Inbounds. On the far side outside, it's Von Eye. Now across the key, picking up the loose basketball there is Allen. Allen drives it into the basket, lays it up, blocked. A nice block by the Tigers. Down court, 2-on-1. And they ease up a little bit. Here's Arnich inside the arc for 2. No. Rebounded by Ben Shoot for Newcastle. And they move the ball quickly to avoid that trap and then lose the ball, and it's over and back. Or are they going to call a foul?
Looks like they're going to call a foul on this one.
I thought it was an over and back.
They're having a little conference, the officials.
No, they called it apparently a violation on Lander. I have no idea what it was. But Newcastle has it. Caden Allen brings it down for the Dogies. And here's a nice drive off the glass, just a little bit short. That was Caden Allen. Tigers rebound it, bring it down the floor quickly. Underneath, all alone, backward layup. Oh, that was really nice. That was Alicia Ullman who did that one. That's her 6th point of the game, and we have a foul on Lander as Newcastle brings it down the floor.
She made a nice move back door and just did a nice little hook.
And that's the 5th foul against the Tigers, 2nd on Edelman. And so Newcastle now in the bonus. Ben Shute goes to the line. Her first free throw is not good. She'll get one more. And it's a running clock now, Jerry.
Oh, when they get too far ahead on the points, they just keep it rolling?
Yeah, 40 points is the measure.
Oh.
And there was she crossed the charity stripe. So the score remains 67-26. We have a running clock with 1:30 to go here in the 3rd period. All the way down. Goklish comes up short with the lay-in, but off Newcastle. So Lander has it underneath the basket. Goklish to take it out. Clock moving with 120 seconds to go. 3rd period. On the inside now in the paint. She gets out of there. Arnich, no, 3 seconds.
3 seconds. She
Yeah.
kept her pivot foot solid, but she kept turning around and didn't see an open person.
Yeah, and her foot was inside the green there, and so she got called for the 3-second zone. 1 minute to go here, 3rd period, 67-26. Lady Tigers are going to pick up their 3rd win. Newcastle still in the backcourt.
Finally
Tigers
driven
defense
towards the middle and was able to cross the line.
Yeah, how about that? You ought to be down there coaching, Jerry. Okay, here we go with Von Eye. Von Eye off to Pedersen. Running jump shot, not good. Arnich with the rebound for the Tigers and 30 seconds to go. Long pass down to Hollingshead, who gives it off to Edelman. And there's a foul on Newcastle as Edelman hit the ground. Personal foul goes against Taraji. And that is their 3rd. And Lander better hurry, get it in. There's only 5 seconds left. There's the long one. The 3-ball, not good. That's the period. And it is the end of the 3rd period. Lander 67. And the Newcastle Doggies, you know what, Jerry? They did not score in the 3rd period. Newcastle did not put up a point. And Lander put up 16. So it's 67-26. You're listening to Lander Lady Tiger Basketball on KFCW 93.1.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
The holidays are full of moments we never want to miss. One more laugh, one more hug, and one more memory. But one wrong choice can take all of that away. This is Cody Bears with YDOT. If you're drinking this season, please don't drive. Call for a safe ride. Make it home to the people who love you. From our YDOT family to yours, stay safe and cherish every moment.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Warm Valley Health.
8 minutes left in this one, and the Lady Tigers have a 67-26 lead. And, Jerry, we were just talking, Newcastle did not score a point in that 3rd period, none at all. Lander gets the rebound, and we have a held ball on the shot.
With that full court pressure there, they didn't give any opportunity to even take a shot, much less score a basket.
Yeah, so the Doggies, no points in the 3rd quarter. 67-26, Lander with the big lead. Now here they are in the backcourt again, and they go toward the middle. And, they traveled, but the official didn't see that one. I don't think, maybe they didn't call it because of the score differential right now.
I think they're just being kind and letting this game roll so we can run it down.
Here's Edelman. Ball goes off of Newcastle and out of bounds, and it'll be Newcastle's ball. So it went off of Edelman and out of bounds. Running clock, 7 minutes to go here in the game. Coming up next, we'll have the boys. Lander Valley Tigers against the Newcastle Dogies, the boys game here when this one ends. And here's Pedersen falls down on the play. It'll be a turnover, held ball. And it'll go to Lander on the turnover. So Lander will have it. Clock down to 6.5 minutes to go now. Lander in the backcourt. No pressure from Newcastle at all.
I think that was the first time Coach Drew called out the full court press.
That's right. And in the middle, there's a shot up by Alicia Oldman. It's not good. Newcastle gets the rebound, but Goggles gets the steal, the layup, and two more.
He's got a nice left hand on that layup.
Yeah, you don't see the left-handed use very much. Lander 69-26. Underneath the basket, there's a steal by Goggles. Long pass down court, 2-on-1 underneath, shots up, and being fouled, I think, is Hollingshead. No, Edelman gets the benefit of that foul, and he'll go to the free throw line, and the personal foul goes against Kendall Von Eye, and that's her second and the fourth against, I'm sorry, it's the first in the fourth period. Free throw is up and not good. Edelman has 2 points in the game. Early in the game, she hit a basket.
Looks like Paisley just checked back in the game.
Yeah, Paisley checks in for Hayden Goggles. Got a lot of young players out there now. Second free throw by Edelman, not good. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers, and that is Spice. Spies gets it, and there's a steal by by Newcastle. Bringing the ball down the court now is Presley Fitzwater. Fitzwater to Pedersen, shots up off the glass, not good. Rebound by the Lander Tigers, Spies.
She had a good rebound, but unfortunately she brought the ball down low, and the Lady Dogs were able to tie her up.
Yeah, she brought the ball down and stuck it out in front of her, and Newcastle said, thank you very much, we'll take that. And they did, and they get the basketball. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. We haven't had the shot clock call off of offensive. Here's a 3-on-1 by Lander. Underneath, Hollingshead for two, and she's fouled. And Paisley gets her first basket, Jerry. First basket of the game by Paisley Hollingshead.
She's been playing great defense, so.
And the personal foul is going to go against Fitzwater. There are two Fitzwaters out there. This is Presley who gets that foul. Second team foul. Hollingshead free throw is not good, so it stays 71-26. 3.5 minutes to go now, running clock. Sydney Pedersen brings it down for the Lady Dogies. And there's a turnover, and the ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Lander. She's double teamed down there and throws it across midcourt. 2-on-2 break. Underneath, Edelman for two.
Nice unselfish pass by Hollingshead. And Paisley got an assist on that one.
73-26, down to 3 minutes now to go. Sydney Pedersen turns, spins, shoots, and travels. Turnover by Newcastle.
Paisley wasn't fooled by that little spin move and had a nice block there also.
Yeah, she sure did. Tigers bring the ball down with 2:40 to go. In the game, big lead, 73-26. They had the running clock in the third period. Here's nice drive by Oldman. And she gets 2 points, 75-26. Newcastle brings it back down the court. Von High off to Sydney Peterson for 3. Not good. Rebounded by Tigers. Fast break all the way down court. Edelman lays it up, misses the layup, knocks it out of bounds. Well, a little too much adrenaline there, Gary.
Paisley once again is being unselfish and passing.
Yep. Well, you know, that's part of teamwork. And these younger players are going to figure out, you know, you don't have to hurry. You can just set yourself and get the shot. There's a foul on Edelman in the forecourt. That's her third personal foul. That's the first team foul. Minute and a half to go, 90 seconds to go in this game, running clock. Fitzwater brings the ball in. Now on top of the key, going to the right-hand wing, falling down and traveling.
Lady Tiger basketball.
And that was Josie Smith that fell down on the play and traveled. We're down to 67 seconds to go in the game. Lander 75, Newcastle 26. And this probably is going to be it for the Lander Tigers. I don't know if they're going to try to score or not. They're doing a little weave out front. Well, no, they are. Paisley missed the layup. Under a minute to go now. Newcastle brings the ball down the court. Straight down the middle. Far side. There's Josie Smith. Bounce pass over here to Bristol Sweet. Sweet underneath the basket. Throws it up. Hits the bottom of the basket. Rebounded by the Tigers with a half a minute to go. That was Maddie Arnich with the rebound. Arnich on top. I don't think the Tigers are going to do anything. They're just holding the ball. And our final score is going to be, unless we have a foul here, and there's one, but wasn't called. Officials are being very kind here to Newcastle late in the game. 10 seconds to go. Lander just throwing the ball around to run the timeout. And, oh, there's a foul. And that's the game. Will we shoot free throws? Foul was on number 3, Addie Fitzwater. But we're not going to shoot any fouls. That's the end of the game. So the final score is 75-26. And Lady Tigers are going to move to 3-0 on the season. And we'll have the boys game coming up next. We'll have the Clicker Ticket postgame show coming up on KFCW 93.1 right after this.
With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Down! Set! Midway! 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 Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible. Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
This season, celebrate safely. If you're raising a glass, please don't get behind the wheel. Plan a ride, call a friend, or stay the night. From all of us at White to you, happy holidays. And please, don't drink and drive.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Ernie Over and Jerry Muchmore back with you here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Lander Valley Lady Tigers win this game 75-26. And Jerry, Newcastle did not score in the second half of this game.
That's amazing. I don't think I've seen that in any level of sports. Just relentless, full court pressure. Coach Drew finally called it off about the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was 51-26 at halftime, and the final score ends up 75-26. Amazing. And let's take a look at the scoring now for the Lander Tigers. They were led in scoring by Brianna Lincoln with 20 points. Daisy Goklish had 16, 14 points by Hayden Goggles. And we had 6 points by Dagan Reinhardt, 8 points by Alicia Ullman, 5 points by Maddie Arnich, 2 points by Paisley Hollingshead, and 4 points by Lizel Edelman. On the other side, 8 points each by Zayden Allen and 8 points by Sydney Pedersen, 6 points by Brooklyn Benchute, 2 points each by Emily Ataraji and by Kayla Pedersen. So the Lander Valley Lady Tigers go to 3-0 on the season. And next we'll have the Lander Tiger boys against the Newcastle boys. And because we had a running clock, we've got a little extra time here, Jerry, between games, which is always nice. Last night, the Lander Tiger boys, they played Thermopolis, and Thermopolis was the 2A state champion last year. And Lander had a 19-point lead in the second half and lost the game.
Yeah, second quarter that had built up a nice big lead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seemed like they were just celebrating a little bit too early and took their foot off the throttle of that Lamborghini that was just rolling up and down the court. And Thermopolis was able to make a tight game and a comeback and a very impressive win.
Okay, we'll be back with some interesting stats on the boys' game. You're listening to KFCW 93.9 and YO Today YouTube.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
About the loss at all.
Okay, Ernie Over, Jerry Muchmore back with you on KFCW 93.1, the Lander Invitational Basketball Tournament. And in the tournament so far today, it was the Pinedale Lady Wranglers over the Newcastle Lady Dogies 66-23. Then the boys from Pinedale beat the Newcastle Dogies 69-48. And the game you just heard, it was Lander Valley 75 and the Newcastle Lady Dogies 26, without Newcastle scoring a single point in the entire 16-minute second half, which is really unusual.
Totally unusual. I was surprised when you told me that stat. I realized they had trouble bringing the ball past the half-court line, but to not even take effective shots to score a basket in the whole second half. Unfortunate.
Yeah, looking at the schedule for this afternoon, after this boys game is over, at 2 o'clock, it will be the Lady Panthers of Powell against Pinedale. And then at 3:30, the boys of Powell against Pinedale. At 5 o'clock, the Lander Lady Tigers will be back on the floor to play the Powell Lady Panthers. And then at 6:30, it's going to be the Lander Tigers, the boys team, against the Rollins Outlaws. So a lot more basketball to come. If you're not doing anything here today on Saturday, come down to the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse and see some really good high school basketball. Well, we're about to see the boys now against Newcastle. And in their last game, Newcastle lost to Pinedale 69-48, 21-point loss. And it seems on paper the Tigers would be favored in this one as well, Jerry.
Absolutely.
Well, what do you think of the tournament so far? You've seen now 6 games in Wyoming high school basketball.
Very competitive. Rivalries are showing themselves, and I think the players are just happy not to be practicing against each other and having some competition.
Bingo. There, the Lander Tigers are warming up there. You had a very nice facial shot of your wife there on that.
She has bailed me out and has agreed to be my camera person so I can build a little bit rapport with Mr. Ernie Over, a legend in the industry.
Well, I don't know about that, but the Lander Tigers, let's take a look at that game they had last night against Thermop. They only had one player in double figures, and that was Finn McFadden. And as you remember last night, Jerry, Coach Mullins was saying this is a new position for Finn, being the
point guard
to bring the ball down the court, and he responded with 12 points, 9 points in the game last night by Darian Herford and Paxton Hollingshead, and Brenner Coleman, who came off the JV squad last year. He's only a sophomore. He scored 8 points in that game, 5 each by Caleb Andrews and DeCoulter Hikalea, and 2 points by Garrett Romer. So the Tigers have been having a good opportunity. They didn't have too much chance last night to play younger players because the game was so tight.
Yeah.
And Thermopolis got their first lead with just a minute and a half to go in the game, and ended up winning by 6. It was a pretty tight game. But, you want these tight games. That helps your team, focus and stay focused.
And hopefully it'll pay off later on in the state tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why you play the early season tournaments, is to get that exposure. We're down to 5 minutes before the game. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the start of our Lander boys game on KFCW 93.1 after this.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
This holiday season, give your loved ones the gift that matters most, your safety. Whether you're on the road, at home, or at work, take a moment to slow down, stay aware, and take care. From all of us at YDOT to you, happy holidays and stay safe.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Ernie Over and Jerry Muchmore back with you at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander. And we have the Lander Valley Tigers against the Newcastle Doggies. And the teams are just finishing their warm-ups. We've got a minute to go. Looking at Lander's starters, it will be junior Caleb Andrews, a junior Finn McFadden, a senior Darian Herford, a senior Noah St. Clair, and a senior Paxton Hollingshead. So those who the Tigers are going to go with, looks like the Newcastle Doggies are going to go with number 0, number 25. I'm marking them here. Number 1. And let's see who else is down there. If they lean forward, number 2 and number 12. So the starting lineup for the Newcastle Doggies, they're going to go with the junior Kyan Allen, a sophomore Colton Hathaway, a junior Cohen Tavergy, a sophomore Landon Hill, see 1, 2, and a sophomore Dustin, did I say McCarthy already? Kyan Allen, Colton Hathaway, Tavergy, and Landon Hill. So those are the starters for the Newcastle Doggies. And let's see, going into the center jump ring here for Newcastle is going to be Landon Hill. And for the Lander Tigers, we've already given you their starters. Caleb Andrews, Finn McFadden, and Darian Herford, Noah St. Clair, and Paxton Hollingshead. Starters being introduced to the crowd here in Lander. And nice, pretty good crowd for a Saturday morning. A lot of people behind us in the second deck here. And we even have some students here this morning. And the center jump is about to happen. And we are off and running with the Lander versus Newcastle basketball game here from Lander. Lander has 2 more games to go, the Lady Tigers and Tigers, and that'll be later on this afternoon, starting at 4:30. Okay, here's the jump, and it goes to the Tigers. With it, underneath the basket is Herford. Herford over underneath the layup, and 1. So Hollingshead, he gets the 2. And the foul is going to go against 24, 25. That's Landon Hill. So the Tigers start out the game with the baskets. And the free throw for Pax is good. Nothing but net. So it goes 3-0 Lander on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. And there's a turnover right away. Good defense by the Tigers. Here's Finn McFadden, lays it up and in. A little finger roll for Finn. And it's 5-0 Tigers as the Newcastle Dogies try to get the ball out of the backcourt. There they finally do. That's Kalen Allen, and he takes it all the way coast to coast for 2 points, and it's 5-2. Tigers come back down. Here's McFadden with it on the right-hand wing. Gives it off to Noah St. Clair. Back to McFadden. McFadden travels with the ball.
He tried to set his pivot foot, but unfortunately the floor was just a little slippery, so he slid there.
You know, I think we've seen that a lot. I don't know what's on the floor here, but we've had slippage on both ends of the floor.
Yep, all the games yesterday.
Yeah, I think maybe they did a good job waxing the floor here at the Bob Carey Fieldhouse. Okay, Newcastle, and we have a whistle, a foul already on
Tiger foul number 0.
Yeah,
first team foul.
it's going to be on Caleb Andrews. No, 25. No.
No, it was Caleb Andrews.
It was
You're
Caleb
right.
Andrews.
Yes,
yeah.
you are correct.
Yeah, and first a team foul for Lander. And that was trying to guard the player on the outside line. Here is Kalen Allen. Allen wants to go outside, gives it off to McCarthy. McCarthy can't shoot. Now he turns around, jump shot is an air ball. Noah St. Clair with the rebound for Lander. And on the carom, he comes back to Finn McFadden, drives, kicks it in the corner. Darian Herford with it right now. Darian back to Finn. McFadden comes across just outside the timeline. On top of the key, Hollingshead. Around the horn it goes to Andrews. Back to Finn McFadden in the corner. Herford for three. It's no good. In and out. Not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Noah St. Clair is fouled as he goes up.
He was able to corral the ball in the paint down low and just went straight up and was fouled. So he'll be shooting 2 here.
He'll be shooting 2. Personal fouls going to go against Dustin McCarthy of the team foul, number 2 on the Dogies. Noah got it. He'll get one more. He's in the scorebook. Noah St. Clair's a personable young man. We get to see him all the time around the state. There's another shot. This one a little off. Rebounded, though, by McFadden for Lander. In the corner, Andrews back to Herford from the jump free throw line. No good. Fight for the rebound. Herford comes away with it for Lander. Good offensive boards there. Here we go with McFadden again. He can't shoot. Over on the outside. Herford underneath the basket to Hollingshead. Oh, it just rolls short. No good. Rebounded on by Allen of the Newcastle Dogies. Long pass out of bounds. Turnover. Second turnover. 6:18 to go first period. Lander leading 6-2 over Newcastle.
They tried to corral that pass and just about jumped up and took out the referee on the sideline.
Just about, yeah. That was a good fast break, though. Just a little bit too high on the pass across the court. Herford on the far side outside, midway between the two lines, gives it off to McFadden. Now to Hollingshead in the lane. And the corner, we have a whistle and a foul on Newcastle. And it goes on 25, Landon Hill. His second and the team's third personal foul. So 3 team fouls against Newcastle, 1 against Lander. And substitute coming in now is Traden Gramcow. Gramco comes in for Landon Hill, who comes out with 2 fouls. Lander in the backcourt now to take the ball out. Or not in the forecourt. They're underneath the Newcastle basket.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Almost forgot where we were. Noah St. Clair all the way and one. Noah St. Clair with a great drive, and he picks up the foul on the way to the basket. And they count the basket. And the foul goes against Kyan Allen, his first. And that is the 4th team foul against Newcastle here. And Noah at the free throw line again. This one off the back of the heel, not good. Misses the free throw. Newcastle quickly down the court. Allen falls down, and they say he fell down because he was pushed. Noah St. Clair is also down on the floor. And the foul goes against Caleb Andrews. And that's the Tigers' second team foul.
The Newcastle Doggy player took a hard fall to the court, but he got right back up and he's ready to inbound the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I think, that floor is pretty darn slippery. I'm not sure why. We'll have to check into that later. Here's the inbounds pass to McCarthy. McCarthy on the right wing drives the baseline, can't shoot. Gives it off to Taverjay. His shot's not good. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander.
Out of bounds, it'll be Tiger basketball.
5:39 to go, first period of play. Noah St. Clair to take it out. No pressure by Newcastle. Inbounds it to Finn McFadden, who will bring it into the forecourt on the far side outside, midway between the two lines. Finn moves it, bounce pass to the right side. Back to Finn in the lane. Jumper, good.
Just a basic give and go and drove right down the middle for an easy layup.
10-2. Tigers with the lead. 5:20 to go, first period. Here's Hathaway, throws the ball away. It's on the ground, and the Newcastle team picks it up. Colin Hathaway gets it. That could have been a turnover almost, but he saves the day. Taverjay with the ball in the corner now on the far side. Brings it, kicks it back outside. Here's to Hathaway. Hathaway almost lost the handle on it again. Over far side to McCarthy. McCarthy now to Allen. Shots up off, not good. Rebounded by Darian Herford to Noah St. Clair. Up and in, and one. Lander a 10-point lead now, and personal foul is going to go against Dustin McCarthy. That'll be his second, and that's the fifth team foul against Newcastle. McFadden comes out of the game, and coming in, Garrett Romer is coming in for the Tigers. Herford also comes out of the game, and going in is... let's see, we got Garrett Romer in there. Who else is in there?
Looks like Brendan Coleman.
Oh, and Coulter Heinlica. Okay, Noah St. Clair at the free throw line again, and he misses again. Out. He's now 1 for 3. He'll get... Lander will have the basketball off Newcastle. Whistle, timeout called by Newcastle. And we have a timeout on KFCW 93-1.
New. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Back again on 93-1 KFCW, 4:46 to go, period number 1. Lander with a 10-point advantage on Newcastle, 12 to 2, and the Tigers have the ball underneath the Newcastle basket as play resumes. Here's the inbounds pass, goes to Hollingshead. He's got a lane, puts up a soft jumper for 2 more. His 5th point of the game, and the Lander now goes up 14 to 2. Newcastle brings it back down. Here's Allen. Allen at the free throw line, gets it away, stolen away. Nice defense by the Tigers.
Noah anticipated that pass and picked it off.
Yeah, Noah St. Clair. He's got the ball cross court, all alone now underneath the basket. Layup good. Brennan Coleman, his first points of the game. He had a pretty good game last night against Thermop. He started out good, 16 to 2. Tigers by 14. Oh, almost had an over and back there. Here's a shot that goes up and a foul against Lander on the drive to the basket. And the personal is going to be whistled against.
I think it's Brenner, number 24.
Number 24, Coleman. Okay.
I think he was given position too, just had his hands up and unfortunately got called.
Here's the inbounds pass, goes to Wolf. Wolf, long shot, good for three. Count it for three. Tavergy gets that one, and 16-5 now. 11-point lead by the Tigers. Coulter Heinleika, far side. Noah St. Clair in the underneath. Ball's knocked away from him. Turnover Tigers.
Oh, they have a fast break here.
Ooh, there's over and back. Yep, they're not over and back, but palming the ball, I think is what they call that. Is that right, Jerry?
Absolutely. It was Garrett Romer sprinting back to break up that fast break because for a while there it was 2-0.
Darian Herford back in the game for the Tigers along with Finn McFadden. McFadden brings it down now from Coleman. Far side, Henlika. McFadden back to Henlika. Just a three for good. 3-ball. Tigers go up 19-5. In the backcourt, trying to get the ball across is Taraji. He finally does. There's a travel, wasn't called, but that's okay. Here's Tavergy with the ball now. Tries to drive the baseline, shoots. Oh, it's way short. Pulled out of the air by the Tigers. 2-on-2 breakdown. Here's McFadden. He slows it up. Off to Herford. Herford now drives the baseline, puts up a short jumper that goes in. Herford gets his first 2 points of the game, 21-5. And the Tigers knocked the ball out of bounds off of Newcastle. So that's another turnover for the Dogies. And Lander will have it. 2:43 to go, first period, 21-5 Lander. Here's the inbounds pass, goes to McFadden. Finn moves it over on the left-hand wing to Herford. Herford can't drive the baseline. Back to McFadden. In the middle it goes, and underneath, ball's knocked away. Turnover Lander. Oh, they tried to thread the needle that time, and it didn't go.
Garrett tried to pass into a very small window.
Yeah, Romer. Here's a shot and one by Killen Allen. And he gets his second basket of the game and 7th point for Newcastle. And the foul is going to go against McFadden, his first. And that's the 4th team foul against Lander.
First personal 4th team foul.
And going to the line, Kylan Allen. I think Kylan Allen. Bounces the ball 3 times. Eyes the hoop, shoots. And it rolls off, not good. Lander gets the rebound. Coleman and Finn McFadden were fighting for the ball, and Coleman won. He's got the ball now, down court. Herford for 3 is good. Darian Herford gets that from the corner. Boy, he had a dead eye on that one, didn't he, Jerry?
Yeah, I can tell that when he let it go, he knew that he was going to make it too. He's very confident on that shot.
Foul on the far side as Newcastle brings the ball down. And it's going to go against... Who is the foul against?
I think it was on Coulter, number 2.
Number 2. Oh, yeah, okay. Coulter gets the personal foul, 5th team foul for Lander. So at the free throw line is Colin Hathaway for the Dogies. And he nails it.
Into the Tiger lineup.
I think he gets the award for the most hair.
He does look a little bit like a 70s rock star.
Yeah. Henlika has got a good head of hair on him, too, but I think Hathaway has him beaten. And he gets both of the free throws. So it goes 9 points now for the Dogies, 24 for Lander. McFadden brings it down over to Herford in the corner. St. Clair back on top. Over on this side now, Henlika back to Herford for 3. Oh!
He's got a very high arch on that, and he hit nothing but net on that 3.
You know, that almost hit the ceiling. I was so much. There's a turnaround jump shot underneath. Rebound goes to Garrett Romer. Romer down court. McFadden has it over to Romer. Romer underneath the basket at the baseline. Can't drive. In the middle. No, all alone. Shot is good by Coleman.
Nice teamwork passing it inside the key for an easy basket.
Well, I tell you, the Tigers are working on some offense here, and it is working. On the far side, Hathaway gets caught up on top of the key now to Allen. Allen across the court, throws it away.
He threw it right in between two Newcastle Doggy players, and they didn't seem to know who was going to get it.
Well, I tell you, that's what that full court pressure does to you. And Lander has been really good on defense so far in this, their second game of the season. Under a minute to go now, first period, 29-9. Lander up by 20. McFadden brings it down to Coleman. Coleman off to Romer. Coleman under the basket, off the glass, just rolls off. Not good. Rebounded by Allen for Newcastle. He brings it down, avoids the trap, and throws it away. Well, he avoided the half-court trap, Gary, but threw the ball away. Would have been an over and back anyway. So Coleman takes it out for the Tigers, Brenner Coleman. He came off the JV squad last year for the Tigers. Into McFadden with 36 seconds to go here, first period. McFadden on top of the key, gives it off to Coleman. Coleman on the right-hand side in the corner. Romer for three, no. Ball's tipped out of bounds, and it'll go to Newcastle. Tigers tipped that ball out. 25 seconds left. First period of play. Taking it out is Colin Tavergy. Or Tavergy, I'm not sure how that goes. I apologize in advance if that's not the correct pronunciation. Here it goes to Colton Hathaway. Hathaway with 15 seconds in the corner on the far side. There's a pass tipped up by Herford and out of bounds. Nice defense, but he poked it too far ahead. Tigers couldn't get it.
Darren had eyes on that pass without a doubt and almost got the steal for an easy basket.
Tavergy in. Goes to Hathaway with 5 seconds to go. At the free throw line, jump shot, good at the buzzer by Kyan Allen, and he leads all scoring. And that's the end of the first period of play here in Lander. The Lander Tigers have 29 points, and the Newcastle Doggies have 11. We'll be right back with the second 8 minutes of play on KFCW 93.9. 93.1. 93.1. That's where we're at. Don't want to give my fellow radio station any credit here today, so that's where Wyoming Indian plays their games, 93.9. This is 93.1 KFCW.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment, and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies.
Okay, our apology to the United States Marine Corps there. Had to cut that short as the game started. And Newcastle has the ball to start the second 8 minutes of play. It's McCarthy. McCarthy on the far side over to Hathaway. Hathaway on top of the key. Back to McCarthy. Long shot. No good, but the rebound pulled down by Allen. His rebound, no, it just rolls off. Tigers get the carom. Nolan Post gets his first play of the season this year. Off to Noah St. Clair for three. Wow. Noah St. Clair drills that three from outside, and it goes 32-11.
Noah's definitely showing his senior experience.
And there's a nice drive by Kyan Allen, and he gets his 8th point of the game, and it's 32-13. Down court, underneath the basket, Noah St. Clair turns, shoots, hits. Noah with 5 points so far in this period. And he has, 10 altogether. He's already in double figures. Here comes Kyan Allen all the way. Takes it up. No, draws the foul as he goes in the paint. And the personal is on 24. Yeah, Brendan Coleman gets his second. First team foul here of the second period. Newcastle takes it in to McCarthy. His shot's up and in. His first points of the game, and it goes to 15 now. Lander underneath the basket. Noah St. Clair. Boy, he's got 12 points in the game, and Newcastle calls timeout right away. We'll be right back in Lander, 36-15. Lander with the lead on KFCW 93-1.
To win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Newcastle will have the ball as we start play here in the second quarter. There's the inbounds to Hathaway. Hathaway on the far side brings it all the way down. Now back on the near side, it comes in the middle to Allen. Underneath the basket to Troftgarden. And the ball gets away, and it'll go to Lander. 8th turnover for Newcastle, Gary.
Definitely just threw it extremely too high for his partner there, Allen.
Go ahead.
Who's been carrying Newcastle Doggies by far. And I think he has, 8 points of the 15?
Wow. Noah's Post, Nolan Post gets the 3 for Lander. He's a freshman. That's his first play of the whole season. He gets in and gets a tray. Newcastle misses the basket on the far side. Lander, Noah St. Clair. Boy, Noah has been on fire in this half, hasn't he, Jerry?
He sure has. When he's letting loose of that ball, it looks like he's extremely confident it's going in.
Say, Noah is capable of a lot of things on the floor, and Lander gets the basketball. Whistle, timeout called. It'll be Lander's ball. Great call by Stu Mullins.
Absolutely, probably would have been a turnover or held ball.
Yeah, 41-16, timeout on KFCW 93-1.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Ernie over, Jerry Muchmore back with you. Stu Mullen around his charges there as the Tigers have opened up a 41-15 lead, looking for their first victory of the season to tie their season record at 1-1. And we'll have the basketball over in the backcourt for the Tigers. Brenner Coleman to take it out for Lander. Dressed in their home whites, and Newcastle in their traveling blacks with white numbers. You know, I like it when they have white numbers like that on a dark jersey because you can see their numbers pretty easily. And we have travel on Lander. That'll be their 4th turnover. 5:31 to go here in the first half. And we haven't had any shot clock violations yet this year. They're running the shot clock. Lander gets a turnover.
Oh, wide open here. We should be an easy layup.
And Coleman puts it up and in. Oh, that was not Coleman. That was Afton Cox.
Yep, Elton Cox.
Afton Cox gets that one.
He's a freshman also getting some playing time already.
Yeah, with the big lead that Lander has, it's good to get the younger players in. Down court we have Colton Hathaway. Oh, and he throws it away. 10th turnover by Newcastle with just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Lander brings it down. With it is Nolan Post. Post is a freshman. Post gives it off. On the far side, there's a long three-pointer that's an air ball. Lander gets the rebound in the corner. Hollingshead knocks it off of a Newcastle player. That was a smart play by
Absolutely. He
Pax.
was falling out of bounds there, and probably would have been a turnover. Instead, he forcefully headed off his shoes there.
Caleb Andrews comes into the Tigers, replacing Pax Hollingshead. Inbounds to Noah St. Clair. Noah in the paint. Off it goes to Quincy Gwynna. There's a shot up and good by Afton Cox. He gets his second two-pointer of the game, 43-15. 30-point lead by Lander here with 4.5 to go. First half of play. Underneath, whistle, and we have a player control foul against Newcastle. And it will be on 0. That's Kalen Allen gets the call. And that is their first here of the second period. Lander leading by 30, gets the ball. Tigers have it. Here's Noah St. Clair. He looked like he wanted to take a three. He drives in the lane, lays it up, and it's too strong. Rebound up and good by Cox.
Offensive rebound. No one boxed him out, so he just went up strong after he got it.
Down court, Allen brings it for the Dogies. Dogies from Newcastle. They're the team that had the longest travel. And we have a basket by Allen. And a foul on Lander goes against 23, Hollingshead. That will be his first personal and the second team foul. And we have a free throw here for the Dogies. Okay, Romer comes back in for Lander. Darian Herford is in, and Garrett Romer, Darian Herford, Caleb Andrews back in for the Tigers, along with Coulter Halinka. Okay, here we go. Shot is up. 3-point play, no, not good. Rebound goes to McCarthy. Underneath the basket. Layup is up and in by Allen. And he's the leading scorer of the Dogies team so far. Tigers bring the ball back down. McFadden has it. On the near side, it goes to Coulter. Coulter. Traveling called on the Tigers' Caleb Andrews. 3.5 minutes to go, second period, 47-19. Lander with the lead here. Newcastle brings it down. That's Allen. Bounce pass in the center to Landon Hill. And there's another turnover. Number
Quick
11.
hands by Caleb. Stole the ball.
Underneath that, two fast hands on that side results in a Tiger turnover. Well, that was a 3-on-1 break, and they were going too fast. And the teamwork there to hand off the ball resulted in it going out of bounds.
Well, there's a few freshmen in right now, so they're going to build their continuity here.
Well, this is how they win. This is how they get going. Almost a turnover there by Hathaway. He gets it away, and it stays to Newcastle.
Quick hands by Garrett. He's blocked the pass, but the ball went right out of bounds.
Yeah, Garrett Romer. And Colton Hathaway now. He better hurry. 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Turnover for Newcastle. You got 5 seconds to get it in after the official hands you the ball. So Newcastle goes all the way back on defense, and it'll be Herford to take it in for the Tigers. McFadden crosses the timeline. Goes to the right wing, back to Herford. Over
Coulter's
to Hylinka. Now the far side, long three-pointer, up, off, not good. Herford with the rebound in the baseline, can't shoot, but Finn McFadden will put in one.
Nice rebound, and no one's blocking out Finn, so he's just able to roll over and get a nice little pass for an easy basket.
30-point bulge by the Tigers with 2.5 to go. There's almost a steal. We have Allen in the corner. There's a shot blocked. And Herford gets it out. We've got a 3-on-2 fast break going for the Tigers and a foul on Newcastle. No, palming the ball. Turnover Lander, 7th turnover. 12 fouls for, or 12 turnovers for Newcastle. Forgot to bring my cushion today. Gonna have to remember that for the rest of the season.
It's early in the season. You'll get your routine down.
Yeah, Hathaway with the ball in the backcourt, gives it off to Allen. Allen almost in the corner, behind the timeline, drives it down on the elbow, bounces over. There's a long shot for three, up off, not good. Rebound McFadden. McFadden on the fast break for the Tigers. In the corner, Herford for three. No. Rebound underneath. Shots up by Andrews. Not good. Rebound by the Tigers, and it falls short. Newcastle gets it. Long pass down court under the... Oh, there's a player control foul.
Nice setup by Caleb there to get the charge call.
Tell you, that was a good use of elbow. Unfortunately, he did it right in front of the official. I mean, that was a pretty strong elbow, too. Okay, minute 40 to go here. 49-19, Lander by 30. McFadden brings it down for the Tigers. In the lane, puts up a jumper. No. Rebounded by Landon Hill for the Dogies. Off to Hathaway, who brings it into the forecourt. In the corner to Tavergy. Around the horn it goes. Here's Allen with the shot from the corner, and he's fouled. And it looks like, the personal foul is going to go against Alika. And that will be a three-point foul. Going to the line is Hathaway. He'll get 3 shots. He's 2 for 2 from the line so far. 3 for 3. Okay, next one coming up. 4 for 4. He's like a Samson with that long hair. You better not cut it. He's doing pretty good here.
He has a long free throw setup before he shoots.
Yeah, and, it works for him. He's got 5 straight free throws. And it's 49-22. Tigers underneath, all the way underneath. Oh, what a great drive by Caleb Andrews, and he gets his first basket, 51-22. 1 minute to go here, first half of play, and a steal by Lander. Here we go, all alone. Layup is good.
Coulter read that one perfectly and just batted the ball to himself, and he had his own layup.
Good for Coulter, 53-22, 31-point lead with 45 seconds to go. Down court, Allen gives it off to Hathaway. His shot for three is an air ball. Rebounded by the Tigers' Garrett Romer. Underneath to Garrett and whistle, and a blocking foul on Newcastle underneath the basket. I meant to say Andrews, not
Newcastle foul number 1, Kyan Allen.
So Allen now picks up his 3rd personal, and that's the 3rd team foul. And at the line is Caleb Andrews for Lander. And shot's good.
Into the Newcastle lineup, number 22.
Caleb was the kicker for the Lander football team after Braden Baker went down, and he was pretty good second half of the season. Next shot up, and perfect, nothing but net. 2 free throws, and it goes 55-22. 28 seconds to go. Hathaway brings it in to the forecourt, down to 20 seconds to go. And a foul going to be called on Andrews under the basket. Be a 2-shot foul. Andrews gets the personal. And that is his 3rd.
I think with time he'll realize he needed to do that foul because, the doggy player caught the ball underneath the basket. It would have been a hard move.
5th
to get a shot off.
Team foul, so 2 shots here. It would be a shooting foul anyway. And it rolls in. So Kylan Allen gets his first free throw. He's 1 for 2. Next shot coming in for Allen. 17 seconds to go. First half. Is nothing but net. So he gets 2 free throws in a row. Tigers have 1 more shot if they can get open. Here
Under
we
10
go.
seconds, wide open in the corner.
Darian Herford for three. No, not good. And Romer gets the rebound. Allen, there's a long shot for three. Oh, just off the backboard, not good. So at the end of the second period of play, Lander has 55 points and the Newcastle Doggies have 24. And we'll be back with our halftime show here on KFCW 93.1.
Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
One drink, one choice. That's all it takes to change a life forever. A DUI can cost you thousands, your license, or someone's future. This holiday season, choose a safe ride. This is Cody Beers with YDOT. Don't drink and drive.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
The holidays are full of moments we never want to miss. One more laugh, one more hug, and one more memory. But one wrong choice can take all of that away. This is Cody Beers with YDOT. If you're drinking this season, please don't drive. Call for a safe ride. Make it home to the people who love you. From our YDOT family to yours, stay safe and cherish every moment.
Since 19...
Okay, back again, halftime. Lander Valley boys with a 55-24 lead. Looking at our scoring here in the first half. First of all, for the Newcastle Doggies, they had 11 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second. Led in scoring by Kyan Allen, has 14. He has, 6 field goals, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 14 points. 5 points all from the line by Hathaway. 3 points on a three-pointer by Tavaji. And Dustin McCarthy has 2 points. And for the Lander Valley Tigers, they're led in scoring by Noah St. Clair. Noah has 14 points in the game. He's hit 1 3 and 5 twos, and he's 1 for 3 from the line. Also scoring, we have Caleb Andrews with 4 points, and McFadden has 6, 5 by Halinka. Cox has 6, Darren Herford 8. Pax Hollingshead has 5, and Brianna Coleman has 4 points in the game. Joining us now is Lander Valley head girls coach. We have Drew Powell, and Drew, your team 3-0 now on the season.
Yeah, I mean, it just came down to we played really hard. I thought we played really good team basketball, and when you do that collectively as a team, it's hard to beat them. So our defense I thought was really stifling today.
Well, you talk about stifling defense. Newcastle did not score a point in the second half. They had the same score at halftime as they did at the end of the game.
Yeah, I thought at the beginning of the game when we came out and we allowed them to score 14. I know we scored 21, but that's not the style of game that I wanted to play. So I kind of made it a challenge to them at halftime. I said they don't need to score another point, and fortunately we held them to zeros in both quarters.
Well, that was pretty good coaching. You told them don't let them score, and they didn't. So they're following you. Again, another good performance by the Tigers. Daisy Goklish had 16 points in the game. And Brianna Lincoln, what happened to her? Boy, she was nailing them from 3 from way outside all morning.
Yeah, and it all came out of our transition. It seemed like every time we attacked, get downhill, she'd be standing at the three-point line for a kick out, and it wasn't like she shot any contested shots. They were all wide open, and when you leave her open, sometimes she'll make you pay.
Well, you got a lot of points from the outside this morning.
Yeah, I think, how many did we hit? I think Bree had 6, and then I think Hayden had 1, so we had 21 just from the outside. But the rest of them, we just continue to get downhill and go finish layups, and then make that extra pass in transition to give ourselves a little bit easier layup as well.
Well, you got better rebounding, too.
Yeah, I told them at the beginning of the game, offensive rebounding is going to be a huge thing. So even those ones we missed, it seemed like we got a second set of hands on them and got another possession out of it, which was nice. And, playing with the shot clock today, I was curious to see, if there was any point where we actually got into a spot where we were going to have to worry about it. But this team seems to play fast enough that we never really encounter that.
Yeah, we haven't had one shot clock violation the whole morning in any game. So that's been, the kids are pretty used to that, I guess.
Yeah, I think we just play fast. I think most teams in the state of Wyoming play pretty fast. It just comes down to every once in a while in the state tournament, you'll see a team that'll hold it a little bit.
Yeah, so Powell Panthers next for you all, and back to a little stronger competition.
Yeah, they have Emery and Coy. They're both really good players, and, it just comes down to what can we do defensively to stop them and hold them to as few points as possible, and then just play our game on the offensive side.
Okay, Drew Powell, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for stopping by here at halftime, and we'll talk to you again in the halftime of the boys game.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Ernie.
Very good. Drew Powell, our Lady Tigers head coach. Nice little chat from him, and we are getting ready to go with the next game, the second half of our game against the boys team from Lander and Newcastle. Lander will start with the basketball at half court, leading 55-24. Tigers have the ball, and there's a shot up off, not good, rebounded out of bounds. So the Tigers will retain the possession. Good defense there.
Absolutely, and curious to see how this third quarter goes, because they had a big lead last night, and this is when Thermopolis made their comeback.
Well, there's a nice little runner jump from Caleb Andrews, and he gets first points. And of course last night, Jerry, much better competition too. Thermopolis, defending state champs with most of their players back. This not quite the competition that Thermopolis was.
There is
nothing against Newcastle, but they're a young, very young team.
Yeah, Thermopolis, so you could tell that they had no fear factor being down by that many because they just took their time and stayed consistent and made a nice comeback.
Here's Kylan Allen, gives it off to Hathaway. Back to Allen. Allen, turnaround, jump shot from the lane. No, not good. Rebounded by Noah St. Clair for the Tigers. Off to the Tigers' Coleman. Pax Hollingshead for three. No, short. Rebounded. Underneath. Good. Put back there by Finn McFadden.
No lick pass by Loa. Noah just turned around and gave him an easy basket there.
Noah, the leading scorer at halftime for the Tigers with 14 points. He was pretty integral in that second period drive. Here's a shot up and out of bounds by Hathaway. Tigers will have it in the backcourt. 6:41 to go. Third period, Lander 59-24. McFadden all the way down. Okay. Got that little thing out of my throat. Here's Noah St. Clair underneath the basket in the lane. He better watch out. Might get a 3-second call. He gets out of there in a hurry. Here's Hereford back to St. Clair, back to Hereford, and they collide, and he's down. And he's on the floor. The officials are not stopping the play all the way down Ryland, and he's fouled. And Hereford very slow to get up. You know, and I'm not sure what the rule is on that.
At this level, common courtesy would be help the player first. I think the referees are obligated to stop play.
Well, that foul was on McFadden. That was his second personal foul and the first of the third period. And at the free throw line is Allen. Making an old-fashioned three-point play, and no, he doesn't do it. Going high for the rebound for the Tigers is McFadden. Off to Caleb Andrews. Back to McFadden outside the arc. Drives the base. Gives a pretty little move. Boy, I tell you, he jumped them right out of their tennis shoes that time. On that move. That was a sweet move. I haven't seen a move like that in a long time. 61-26. And a personal foul goes against Pax Hollingshead. That'll be his first personal foul, first team foul. No, second team foul against the Tigers. Newcastle trying to get back on the board with Hathaway here on top of the key. Moves to the right-hand side, and we have a player control foul. It's going to be whistled against Newcastle. And that was 25. Okay, the Landon Hill. Had a little bit of a move there, and that is the first team foul here in the third period. Underneath the basket for Lander, and one goes Finn McFadden. Oh, no, is that Andrews? That was Andrews.
Yep.
Caleb. I thought that was, no, it was number one. Is that a one or zero? That's a zero.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry, folks. That was Caleb Andrews. We want to give him credit for that. He got the basket. And now the old-fashioned three-point play try, where you get a basket and a free throw. Up, good. Nothing but net. So the Tigers are now up 64-26. And Kyan Allen coming back into the game. You know, looking at the team, I think Allen might be the tallest player out there, the Newcastle boy.
Definitely their leader, too. I mean, he's the high scorer, and he sets up a lot of the assists, too.
Allen has it now on the far side outside, goes in the middle, now back over to the Hathaway. His shot's not good, off the rim, rebounded by the Tigers. Coming down, Garrett Romer, off to Finn McFadden, far side outside. St. Clair for three, rolls off, not good. Rebound, turn around, it's good by Andrews.
Caleb with a nice slashing offensive rebound, and he had to flip it over his shoulder there to make that basket.
Yeah, he sure did. Well, we're at 40 points right now. We'll have a running clock here pretty soon. Underneath the Newcastle basket, there's a nice drive and a two-pointer by Allen, and that makes it 66-28. Tigers come back down the court. McFadden. There's a great shot by Coleman. Not good. And the rebound comes away to Allen for Newcastle, all the way down, knocked out of bounds by the Tigers to stop the fast break.
Newcastle basketball.
4:20 to go, third period, 66-28. And we do have a running clock now, halfway through the third period. So the second half here is going to go pretty fast. Here's the inbounds pass, Hathaway up and good by Allen. Let's see, who was that? Harkins? I don't have a Harkins on here. Well, I'm going to put it down here as a team. Okay. Tigers. Coleman gets 2 for Lander. Better put him down in the book. And it's 68-30. Tigers lead. Newcastle. There is a shot and a foul going to be whistled against Coulter. Yeah. Coulter Henrique gets third foul.
Second personal.
Third team foul. At the free throw line is Cohen Tavaji. Tavaji, okay. Here's his first free throw that's not good. Bounced out a little bit too strong. Second one goes right where it's supposed to go, in the net. 68-31. Lander with the big lead. Fast break, down court, underneath. Noah St. Clair for 2. No, he gets his own rebound. Put back is not good, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. Great effort by St. Clair that time.
Yes, it was. You're correct. I thought he was going to shoot free throws, but that was on the floor, and a good call.
Yeah. 2.5 minutes to go on a running clock. Lander will have it out of bounds. Tigers 68-31. Here's the pass. Andrews, the shot up, not good. Knocked out of bounds by Hathaway, and it'll stay the Tigers' ball. Coulter to take it out of bounds for the Tigers. Inbound it goes to Andrews. Underneath the basket. Andrews for 2. Nice cutback. And 70-31 our score. 2 minutes to go here, third period. We're already in a running clock.
Oh, they're trapping on the sideline.
Yeah, ball gets knocked out of bounds by Lander. That was Garrett Romer that knocked it out. Garrett and Gavin. Gavin was an offensive lineman for the Tiger offense in the football season. Ball's tipped into the bleachers. A fan recovers it, gives it to the official. Okay, inbounds pass coming from Hathaway. Bounce pass underneath, gets away, turnover. Lander has it, fast break, and one as Andrews gets the basket and the foul. Boy, that was a super move by Andrews.
Yeah, the doggy defender, number 2 there, is only 5'7", so he had a huge disadvantage there.
Hathaway gets the foul, and Andrews at the line. Oh, this one's short. Not good. 72-31 is our score on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. And Hathaway brings it all the way down. Goes off to McCarthy. His shot's up off, not good. Bounces out of bounds. It'll be Lander's ball. 35 seconds to go on the running clock here in the third period. 72-31. Tigers with the lead. And tying his shoe down there.
I think it's number 3, Garrett.
Oh, yeah, Garrett Romer. Got to have a good shoe tie. Okay, Romer brings it down across the timeline. We talked about all these younger players getting time, and Lander's taking full advantage of that with the big 29-point lead right now, or 39-point lead. There's a long jumper up off, not good. Rebounded by St. Clair underneath the basket to Coleman for 2. And that's the end of the third period of play. And Lander has 74 points, and Newcastle has 31. Newcastle only with 7 points in that quarter, Jerry, and the Tigers come up with 19. So we have 74-31. going into the fourth period of play, and we'll be back on KFCW 93.1.
More than a hometown hardware store, they've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Okay, here we go. Last quarter on a running clock. Lander 74-31. Newcastle with the ball. McCarthy has it on the near side to Allen. Over it goes to Tavergy. Back to Allen. He drives it up. Reverse layup, not good. Rebounded by the Tigers, Afton Cox. Cox brings it down court. Gives it off to Coulter on the near side. Darian Herford with it. Darian breaks the 5-second. Now over to McFadden. Over to Cox. Cox to Coleman. Herford on top of the key. Lander trying to set something up here. They're running their offense. On top it goes. There's a long shot for three. That's nothing but net for Nolan Post.
He's a true freshman also.
And that is his second tray of the game. He got one earlier. 77 for the Tigers to 31. Underneath the basket, stolen away by the Tigers. Turnover Newcastle. 3-on-2 all the way. McFadden lays it up and player control foul. McFadden gets the foul and not the basket. And that will be the first foul against the Tigers here in the fourth quarter of play. A great drive by Finn, but the defensive player had his stance already established. Go ahead.
I think that's the hardest call for a referee to make, is the charge block. Happens so fast.
Shots up by Hathaway, not good. Rebounded by Cox. Brings it down the court for the Tigers. Herford in the corner. Drives the baseline. Kent blocked out there on top to Cox. There's a little runner. That's good. So the Tigers get two more, 79, and a timeout called. And Lander 79-31, and it is a 30. So we'll be right back on KFCW.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Okay, back again in Lander at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. The Tigers and the Newcastle Doggies, and the Tigers way out in top here in this game. And the Newcastle Doggies trying to get some points on the board. There's Tavergy in the corner. Nolan, shot's good.
Long cross-court pass, but it paid off.
Let me get back here to the scoreboard. Put this up. They got 3-34. Shot by Lander is up, off, not good. Rebound by the Newcastle Doggies, and a turnover. That's number 15 for the what the heck here?
That was a nice shot attempt by Darian. He's back in the game after that hard foul where he fell.
Here's a long shot up. Colton takes the shot up off, not good. Here's the rebound, goes to Cox, Afton Cox, out on top to Garrett Romer. Garrett on the sideline underneath the basket. There's an over the backhand one. Well, that was Coleman gets the basket and draws the foul. Got too far underneath, and the player went right back on top of him. And that was 25. Hill's fourth personal foul. And that is the first team foul against Newcastle. So Brenner Coleman at the free throw line. I want to say Brennan for some reason. Shot short, not good. And it goes to Newcastle's Hathaway. Hathaway to Allen. Allen brings it down. Back over to Hathaway. Long shot for three is not good. Tigers Cox gets the rebound. Down court we go. There's Romer. Romer underneath the basket to Coleman. His shot's not good. He gets his own rebound and he's fouled. Personal foul by Dustin McCarthy. And that is the second. So Coleman back to the free throw line again. Coleman has 10 points. I'm sorry, 4. 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 10 points in the game. Back at the line. Shots up. No. He'll get one more as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Reverse spin on the basketball there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse spin. Shot. Nope. Has to come up with a new sequence there.
Just a little bit more.
He's missed 3 in a row now. Okay, for the Newcastle Dogies coming down. Hathaway. On the near side, it goes to Graham Cow. Graham Cow on top. Allen back over near side. Tavergy, and he throws it away. Well, they swish when they should have swashed on that one. Here's a shot up and no points for Nolan Post. He's had 3 in the game. He's had 3 threes. 9 points, all from the distance.
Oh, behind the arc.
Yeah. Nolan Post to take it out for the Tigers. He fakes a high shot. In under the basket. Nice play on the Cox. Gets it. Wow, what a nice play that was. Faked them right out of their tennis shoes.
And he is a true freshman also.
Yeah.
They're getting lots of playing time.
83-34. There's another turnover on the far side. Nope. Foul going to be called against Lander. That's going to go against Post.
Looks like he just reached in there.
I think he did.
Tiger foul number 5. Nolan.
Second team foul against the Tigers. Down to 1:48 to go in the game. We've had a running clock since the third period. Here's number 4, Wolf, Adrian Wolf, for his first time in the game. Boy, he's a little guy, isn't he? Here's a shot, up, off, not good. Tigers get the rebound, 1.5 to go, 90 seconds. Tigers come all the way down. Coulter all the way down, up, and player control foul. So he gets his 4th foul, 3rd team foul.
Number 2, Coulter Hickla.
We're down to 67 seconds to go in the game. 83-34 Lander. Here's Hathaway. Off to Tavergy. Or Tavergy, I'm not sure how that is pronounced. Underneath, long running jumper. Up, off, not good by Hathaway. Rebound by the Tigers, under a minute to go. Here's Romer under the basket, kicks it around the horn. Shot by Colton's good. Hickla gets the 3-pointer, then it goes 86 for Lander, 34. There's a nice shot up, and Allen gets another basket for the...
He's by far their best player.
Yeah, just 30 seconds to go in the game. Tigers are going to run the clock out, I think. Yeah, they're running very, very slow on top. 86-34. Lander with 20 seconds to go, and they're just doing a little pitch and catch. Linka tried to fake him out with a shot. On top of the key, Romer now, 5 seconds to go. Here's Coleman. Coleman just going to hold the ball. That's the game. Lander, 86. And the Dogies, 36. 50-point win by the Lander Tigers. So Lander will have, let's see, let me get my schedule out now. On KFCW, we will have our next game at 5 o'clock, and that'll be the Lander girls against Powell. And then at 6:30, it will be Lander versus Rollins. WYO Today Media is down to the final two Stuff the Bus events of the season. And this Saturday, today, you still have 2 chances to make a difference right here at home. Join WYO Today as we collect new unwrapped toys for children up to 18 years of age. You can stuff the bus at Sutherland's at 1960 North Federal Boulevard in Riverton until 2 p.m. today. These are the final Stuff the Bus events of the season, so grab a toy and help bring a smile to a child this holiday season. Look for the bus, meet the WYO Today team, and help us stuff the bus for our community. Final score, Lander 86 and the Newcastle Dogies 34. You're listening to KFCW 93.1. We'll be back with our Click It or Ticket postgame show after this.
Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible.
Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
This season, celebrate safely. If you're raising a glass, please don't get behind the wheel. Plan a ride, call a friend, or stay the night. From all of us at YDOT to you, happy holidays. And please, don't drink and drive.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Good. All right. Here we go. And we've got 21 minutes. We had 2 games that had running clocks, so we're way ahead of schedule here, Jerry. So let's take our time with the post-game show and give you the final scoring roundup. For the Newcastle Dogies, they were led in scoring by Kylan Allen, who was one of the better players on the floor today. Probably the tallest guy out there, number 1. He ended up the game with 20 points. Next high was Colton Hathaway with 5. Colin Tavergy had 3. Dustin McCarthy had 2 points. For the Lander Valley Tigers, led in scoring, let's see, by Caleb Andrews with 15 points.
Wow.
Noah St. Clair had 14. 12 points by Afton Cox, the freshman. 10 points by Finn McFadden. 8 points by Coulter Halika. 9 points by Nolan Post, the freshman. Let's see, 8 points by Darian Herford. 5 points by Paxton Hollingshead. 10 points by Brenner Coleman. So the Tigers led. Let's see, we had, let me get the fourth quarter thing in here. We had 12 for 86. Okay, the Tigers had 5 points here for 36.
I think they started off so fast and hot there, you couldn't keep up with the book, Ernie.
Well, darn near. I missed 1 point. I missed 2 points on the Newcastle side. So those points I gave for Newcastle, somebody else on that team has 2 more points, but I don't know who it is. So the Newcastle Dogies go 0-3 here at the Lander tournament. They lost all 3 of their games, but much tougher competition, and they only had 8 players out for basketball at Newcastle.
That makes it tough with a short bench like that.
And they only had 2 seniors, so that's a tough road to hoe, but this is how you gain experience. Of course, Newcastle coming over from the East 3A. They were the team with the longest route over here to Lander. But how about Caleb Andrews? And, boy, he led the Tigers in scoring today with 15 points. He had 4 points at halftime, and he ended up with 15. So he had a heck of a third quarter. Let's see, he scored 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points in that third period of play. Great turnout. And, of course, Brenner Coleman had a good third quarter, too. He scored 6 points in that third quarter, and he ended up with 10 points. So the Tigers come away victorious today. Most points they've scored this year. It was 86 for the Tigers and 36 for the Newcastle Dogies. Coming up next, we have 2 o'clock, Powell versus Pinedale. The Lady Wranglers against the Lady Panthers. At 3:30, the Powell Panthers against the Pinedale Wranglers. At 5 o'clock, back here in the field house, it's the Lander Lady Tigers versus the Powell Lady Panthers. And at 6:30, the Lander Tigers versus the Rollins Outlaws, the boys team. Rollins' only game is the last game tonight. That's how the schedule operates sometimes. Your thoughts on today's game, Jerry?
Well, the Lander Tigers just got off to a fast start and didn't let up at all.
Lander Tigers got off to a long start, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Coach Stu Mullins is definitely trying.
No, what happened here? Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. I think I accidentally
at all?
Turned you off. There you go. You're on now.
Okay, so Coach Stu Mullins, who is the all-time winningest coach and was a state champion in 2018. Unfortunately, the Lander men's haven't been to the playoffs in the last 4 years. But I think he's got something cooking here, Ernie. He's definitely got a fast-moving team, and he's not afraid to run up and down the court with just about anybody.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with your analysis there. So the Tigers are now 1-1 on the season with that victory. And we're waiting. Stu Mullins will be here in just a moment to talk with us. So you'll have to get the camera and put it on Mullins when he's here. And, great effort by the Lander Tigers today. Of course, competition not quite the same as last night when they played Thermopolis, but competition nonetheless. When you're not playing your own team, that's good competition because you're able to figure out where your holes are and what you need. So it was a good night for the Lander Tigers. We had Caleb Andrews with 15 points. Afton Cox with 12. Noah St. Clair with 14. 10 points each by Finn McFadden and Brenner Coleman. So good even scoring here for the Lander Tigers, and they come out and get their first win of the season. So it's always good to get that first notch on your belt, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Noah St. Clair, too, the senior, he was extremely shooting lights out from behind the arc there.
Yeah, Noah really came on strong in that first half. That's where he scored most of his points. He came up, as a matter of fact, he scored all of his points there in the first half, had 14. And then, of course, Coach started substituting and brought kids in, so he didn't play, but
when he did
more than 1 quarter.
Yeah, when he did play, because he had such a hot first half there, I think he was working on his assist game and getting some of the younger players involved with looks underneath the basket inside the key and everything.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a visit now with Lander Valley head basketball coach Stu Mullins. Okay, and all right. Coach, congratulations. First win of the year.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Of course, the competition was not quite the same as you had last night against Thermopolis, but you were able to utilize your entire bench tonight.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good game to come back from yesterday, and Newcastle's down a little bit, but they always play hard, and we knew that we really needed to focus on ourselves, really for probably the entire season. And so doesn't really matter the opponent. We have a style we'd like to play, and we were able to execute that style today.
I want to know what Noah St. Clair had for breakfast, because boy, did he start off on a terror.
Yeah, he just made layups and kept the game simple. And when he does that, he's a really good player. And he gets in trouble when he tries to do too much or gets himself in foul trouble. And, we need him on the floor. And so, for him to go out and do what he did early, like I said, just keeping the game simple, he did exactly what we asked him to do.
Now, your 2 freshmen got a lot of players and got a lot of playing time and a lot of points in the game, too.
Yeah, Nolan had 3 threes, I think, 2 threes at least, and then after I think almost scored 10 points.
He did.
12.
12 points.
So, yeah, they're very good players. They're there for a reason. Afton has just come back from a broken arm injury from football, and he's just going to get better and better. And he's a kid that gets a lot of rebounds and sticks his nose in there. He's always in the right place at the right time, and it's going to take him a while to get some varsity experience. But this summer he played in that role and did it really well. And then Nolan is. Both of those kids are probably 2 of the best shooters in our program, from senior to freshman, and so they're going to be fun to watch, with their teammates. So it was a good day for them to get out and get.
You were able to use a lot of talent on your bench, and unfortunately, it's a 50-point win.
Yeah,
but it gives you opportunity to give all the team playing time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what preseason's all about. You just want to go out there, and there's not a huge drop-off, though, between the 2 groups.
Right.
And, when Afton and Nolan got in there at first, I think we went on a 10-0 run, just advancing the ball up the floor and making great passes and keeping the game very simple. And that's all we asked them to do is whatever the play is designed to do, make that play. And the best players are the ones that, make the right play every single time. And we talk about that all the time. So we executed our style the way that we'd like to play this year. Obviously it was a team that's down a little bit, but it was a good opportunity to practice those things and get better at them in a game type atmosphere.
Yeah, well, it's a great practice in a game atmosphere, as
Absolutely.
you just said. Yeah.
Yep.
Caleb Andrews had a pretty good night tonight.
Yeah, Yeah, you can see how athletic he is. You know, he probably left from the white line there and almost dunked it. And yeah, he's about. I've never had a kid that accelerates that fast. You know, from 0 to 100, and he's still learning the game. He's still new to it. He started in middle school, and you know, so some of the nuances are still new to him, but he makes up for it with some athleticism and just sheer will, and he'll get better and better with experience. So it was fun to get him loose a little bit today.
All right, Rollins tonight. They are not a bad team.
No, they're scrappy. They always are. You know, they've got 11 is a really nice player. They've got the big sophomore redheaded kid, and you always know when you play Rollins because they give their best effort, and we're a team that has to show up with the right mentality every single game, or you know, we can easily play in games or get beat. So that's going to be our challenge is just maintaining our focus and going out there and playing loose and having some fun.
Well, after that disappointing loss last night, I thought the kids showed up and did well to start this game.
Yeah, we talked briefly about it this morning. There's 5 big things that kind of allowed them to get back into it, and we really focused on those. And you know, obviously different team and that kind of thing, but those are all things that we could control, those 5 things. And you know, so we're going to learn a lot from that game last night, moving forward into the season. And sometimes those things are blessings. So,
well, yeah, you want to lose now instead of tournament time.
Yeah, that's always the goal. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, we'll talk to you after the Rollins game tonight. Lady Tigers at 5 and the Tigers at 6:30. Lady Tigers against Powell and the Tigers against Rollins. And it's Saturday night, so come on out to the Bob Carey Fieldhouse and watch good basketball.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be great to have a nice crowd tonight, and we appreciate you guys' coverage.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
You bet. Thank you. All right, Coach Stu Mullins, head coach of the Lander Valley Tigers, on the comment here with us this morning. Or I guess it's this afternoon, isn't it? Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock. So we have a good opportunity. Yeah, here we go. As I was saying, we have Oh, there we go. We have a good opportunity again to see your hometown team. So come out and support the Tigers tonight. The girls at 5 and the boys at 6:30. Again, our top players today. We had Caleb Andrews with 15 points. Noah St. Clair with 14. We had 12 points by Afton Cox, freshman. 10 points each by Brenner Coleman and Finn McFadden. 8 points by Coulter Halika. 9 points by Nolan Post, freshman. And Afton Cox had 12 points. A good game for that freshman. Darian Herford with 8. And Pax Hollingshead had 5 points. So the Tigers even their season record, Jerry, at 1-1.
Definitely fine start. I'm just impressed with both games, how they just come flying out of the gate. They do a good version of the run and gun. And this time, even though the competition wasn't as fierce as last night, they stayed focused and didn't let them get back in the game at all.
Okay, Lander 86 and the Doggies 34. We'll be back on the air about 4:40 or so with the pregame show of our Lady Tigers game tonight against the Powell Lady Panthers. So on behalf of Jerry Muchmore, this is Ernie Over thanking Leanne Sanderson at the studio for her board operation today. I want to thank the general manager of YO Today Media, that is Kevin Shields, for the opportunity to do these games. I also wanted to give a shout out to Marshall, who stopped in and helped us out a little bit last night. And that was much appreciated. He was doing remotes today. But that's it. The Lady Tigers go to 3-0. The Lander Tigers go to 1-1. That's it from the field house until about 4:45 this afternoon. Signing off, and we will see you on the radio this afternoon about 4:45.